you know, it is what it is.
We live and we learn.
Or sometimes we don't learn, but you know,
It do be like that sometimes.
All right.
you guys will teach me.
Let's let each of the runners know that they can go ahead and get the party started.
Hoggy Woggy, the runners are online.
The runners. What do we know about the runners?
What do we know
can
about the
say
runners?
each
We have
other?
Cheeky Blinder, we got Goes on Ghost, we have Lefty Jack, we have Terra Skull. All of them currently have 0 hits. So Eden, you got some work here. You gotta figure out how to get those hits down.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll land.
Eden, maybe you
with
should
time.
maybe you should slow down sometime.
Listen,
Go
dude,
slow.
I get like one person saying that's a speedrun exhibition, the other guy saying like it's hit run, and I did 2 at the same time. Like, what's the problem, dude?
Oh my god. We should have a. Okay, I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't. This is all. What are y'all's thoughts on a no-hit speedrun tournament?
So you have to no hit it, otherwise you get like extra 5 minutes.
Yikes.
I don't know. There would have to be a scoring system based on hits and then a scoring system based on time. It'd be kind of convoluted.
Or you just translate the hits
it
to
can be
time.
done, but it's also like not a lot of people are running it, you know.
Yeah.
What you mean running
You could
the
maybe
games
do Dark
as
Souls
fast
3.
as possible hitless, or what do you mean?
Yeah, I guess
no,
so.
it's speedrun.
Yeah, okay. No, I don't. I'm a slow boy.
Yeah, definitely some people could be pulled into that, but it's honestly not the most popular category. Let's put it
Yeah.
that way.
I've been thinking about learning DS3.
No
no-hit speedrun. Yeah.
I
Any
remember I was
percent?
learning that too.
The
Yeah.
world record is Geno, right? He has like
Yeah.
this 56-minute run on Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it can be brought down a lot with the inclusion of Spook.
Yeah, also, Giant Cookie Jar, I think he has 35 minutes on 80% on this game.
So what?
Really good runner.
Wow.
Yeah. On DS2, I don't think anyone has a record for DS2. I know someone who's doing that. And on DS1, it's Xena, obviously.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so let's go ahead and get this party started. The runners can start whenever they
Arrow's
want.
still missing from me. He's not live yet, right?
Who?
Yes.
He is?
Everybody's
Oh,
live.
okay. I gotta refresh
Okay.
Tarot too.
I think I have to refresh the multi-twitch though.
Those splits
All
on Lefty's screen, man.
Look at the confidence of that man.
Yeah, just it's green
All
already.
on green, easy.
Okay, why my multi-twitch isn't working? Wait a
Yeah,
second.
for me, Terror Skull is also offline. What the hell? Is that a different account?
To what? I'm missing
I'm
it.
looking. Is Terror on a different account? Because I literally cannot.
Oh
see
yeah,
it.
he has 3 L's. So
3 L's.
yeah, so what happened earlier this week was Taro, I think, lost his second factor authentication or something. Something happened, and he lost access to his account, so he had to create another account.
Okay.
So he has
Okay.
3 L's.
Okay. Yeah, we got him.
All right. And we're off.
Here we go.
Okay, so before we get started, I want to say first off, Lefty Jack came to me late last night, and Zero was very kind enough to wrangle the cat, so to speak. I was in the middle of stuff, and I said, "Hey, can you handle this?" But we got Lefty Jack in here as our 8th runner. We originally only had 7 runners, and so Lefty was like, "I'll do this." We're like, "Okay, cool. If you feel comfortable doing it, let's do it." So
he did not practice.
basically coming in, having worked on 80%, we'll see how the all content or the all bosses goes.
He did say in the last month he has been working on all boss save files.
Yes,
So
and also
he's
I
not
know
going
he was-
completely cold.
Yes, I think he has 2 PB on 90%, and also I think he was doing some Blades of Mercy routing on 80% as well.
Oh, cool.
Very bad weapon. Very
Yeah.
just saying, just putting that out there. I know I think Cheeky not so long ago got his boss main game. Like not so long ago, maybe like a week ago. Terra, I think he got 80%. Did he get 80%? I know he was working on the Bloodborne, but I don't know if he got it. And Ghost, obviously, probably one of the most accomplished runners in this game.
For sure. For sure.
Got like all content, like maybe 10 times. I don't know. Something like that.
10 times already. Holy crap.
Maybe like 3. I know of 3.
Okay, yeah, that is absolutely insane.
I think she's gotten 2 more recently.
Really?
You're talking about all content?
Yeah.
Oh,
Such a hard run, dude.
because Ghost is working on all content and chalices.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all content. That is why I like this number. That is true all content. The
That
people
run
that
is
throw
messed
out
up, man.
the names that people throw out, like all content. Oh, I just do all bosses in the game of DLCs. That's not all content. That is all content.
Right.
That's the real all content.
That's
And
a real
that's
big one.
That's such a long run, right? She's
Yeah,
like
and
running
she-
7 to 8 hours or something.
Yeah, and she also improved her time significantly because she switched to melee recently.
Okay.
So she's doing recently way faster from like usual from like usual arcane setup and stuff. Because that's another thing about Ghost. Ghost got her 1 melee no hit run and then immediately switched to arcane, and she believed from the get-go that arcane no hit run can be achieved, and she did any percent. Then all bosses, then all contents, and it just proved that it's like another viable way to no hit this game, which is pretty cool.
For sure. And that's one of the things about this is like these runs, like people get a sense that something can be done. And more than likely, I feel like it usually is the case that it can be done.
Yes, definitely everything can be done if you're gonna push enough into it. That is why I love about these runs. Like, you can push yourself so hard to the point that people will say that it's not possible, and then you prove them. Look, I did it. You know? The same story was with Beal for All Boss. And yeah,
It
exactly the
was
same. And
considered impossible for quite some time, right?
yeah, and I'm just pulling down those numbers all the time. I got main game vanilla like maybe 4 times now.
That's
It's
awesome.
like it's all like part of the mentality and how much are you willing to. I mean, it's just like a sports mentality, right? Like well, you can do it. You can do anything if you push yourself hard enough. Also, the reset from Terror Skull, he just got shot in
Right.
the back. Unfortunate.
Yeah, this is the real esports, man. Forget League of Legends, man. This is esports, brother.
Exclamation mark drop in the chat for Blood Monkey.
So does anyone know of anybody other than Ghost who's going after all content plus chalices?
No,
I don't think anybody's
And
brave enough to do
I'm
that.
gonna be pretty frank with you. Probably no one will.
Yeah, I mean it's just a crazy run.
Yeah.
So
I don't feel like there's like this game is probably not okay. Let's put it that way. The game does not have the most runners, but it has very dedicated community. Like if you're a Bloodborne fan, you are a Bloodborne fan. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like people will fight for it. I was like, oh, I like this game. I like this game. No, it's like same with these two. They will die on this hill. And like. Ghost is definitely one of those people. Exclusive Bloodborne runner. And, well, he's doing those all of those insane runs. Also, Cheeky, not so long ago, had a face reveal, I think 2 days ago. This man looks very manly.
He's got a nice
Looks like a
green screen
man,
set
yeah.
up.
He looks like a dude. I want to have that like that, to be honest. He could be my dad.
Will you be my dad?
I thought I
E?
thought to myself, he looks a little bit like a young Mickey Rourke. You guys know Mickey Rourke from Iron Man 2? The performance from Iron Man 2? And he's looking a little bit like Mickey Rourke. With short hair, maybe, yeah.
I just googled him. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
But the young version of Mickey. Like, he's pretty much... I don't know. I think lately he's not looking that good.
I mean, yeah, he kind of looks like a sack of skin, but
Yes.
Well, didn't he have a drug addiction for a while?
I don't know, actually. I don't know, but
I
he's
would
looking
not-
like...
you know what? Looking at him, I would not be surprised one bit. Also, Ghost coming into the gas going fight.
All right, Ghost is getting in there.
There's not a single runner doing the stairs strat.
Good.
I
because
think
it's bad.
everyone knows. I always do stairs. Like it's super comfy.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, I mean,
It's slower.
It's-
It's way slower, to be fair.
it actually should be faster. Because you get like everything
Maybe
out of the way.
maybe it's me. Maybe it's me.
No. The thing is, I feel like Music Box is way more consistent because Mikolash sometimes can like get out of the cheese on the staircase. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Mikolash can be... There are like two main hitless strats for Mikolash. One is this, which is the Music Box. You can stun him 3 times in the phase 1 and 2, and he's gonna like recoil, and you can easily backstab him, and 1 in phase 3. And you can put him in the next to the stairs, and he's gonna be stuck there, and just throw in Molly, oil earn, Molly, oil earn, like all the time.
Yeah.
And it's gonna die like that too.
But I think not even Squill did the stair strat, and I think the stair strat is a Squill Achilles strat,
Yeah, I think.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So Ghost is locked in.
Yes, she did perfectly.
It looks like
She definitely
everybody
have
is just. Have we seen like really very many resets in this bracket?
I don't know. Did anyone from my brackets reset?
I think there were a couple.
Yeah, it's Squill, I think.
Squill, I want to say did 1 or 2
I see.
at the ladder.
Squall at its test strats. Well, now we know.
Oh, he did?
Squill
He
did
did
1 and
his own
Zipper did
strat.
2.
And also Lefty getting the opting for the Soul Spear. You
What
guys
is-
know the difference between the Soul Spear and...
That's
actually...
that's my question, actually.
Yeah, actually, okay. So Soul Spear has a different damage type on one of the forms. I don't remember if it's extended or unextended, but it has like a different damage type. And also, which is really good actually in the late game in like a DLC, and it shines over the Soul Cleaver, is better visceral damage. And honestly, on hitless runs, you want to visceral a lot. You want to visceral like stuff like Amygdala, well, Ebriera sometimes. A lot of DLC bosses can be visceral, and like this is a go-to, but although in the any percent, I would say section, it's a little bit weaker. It has weaker R1s and it's just weaker overall, I would say, but not by a lot. It's like, just a little bit.
So as somebody who's not nearly as familiar with this run, what is probably the hardest section? Is it shadows, or is there a particular running section that's incredibly difficult?
Maybe Nika wants to answer that question for any percent.
For any percent, it's definitely Shadows. Like there's, in my opinion, I'm doing all 5 games at the moment, and in my opinion, Shadows. Maybe it's because I didn't do Shadows that much, but in my opinion, Shadows is by far the hardest fight in Hitless. By far, like even harder than ONS or yeah, or Soul Cinder or whatever. I think Shadows is pretty hard and precise, and there are technically so many things that could go wrong. I don't know. But maybe it's just because I not that experienced with Shadows.
So yeah, I would say in 90% Shadows is definitely a deal breaker. And it's if you're doing hitless on this game and you don't have one hit PB on Shadows, you basically never run this game in my opinion. And from the from the vanilla section, I would say it's not that the worst, because most of the bosses are actually very consistent. Like, there is a consistent strat for Amygdala, for Berea. I don't know how to say it. Brieras, I will say Brieras. Logarius can be quite a meme. And German and Moon Presence is historically, I would say, from main game, I think the hardest bosses. Moon Presence is very hard to understand, in my opinion. Similar to Shadows, even.
What is it about these fights that makes it so? Are these fights like harder than the other Soulsborne game fights, or what makes them different? You know, what sets them apart?
The Moon Presence and German fight, I would say, it's mostly about terrain and how broken it is, because the game does not it's not the best, let's say, at recognizing the attack registration when you're on the slope, and some dumb stuff can happen. Like, for example, not getting a visceral attack on the Moon Presence, which is vital if you want to do leveled Moon Presence hitless. Garman attacking you sometimes when he absolutely should not have done to. It's just, I would say the arena is like 90% of problems with these fights. And for Shadows is just a gang fight, and gang fight will never be very consistent, but you will be consistent with time. The more time you will put into it, after some time you see some patterns and see some scenarios in which you're like, oh, if that happens, that might happen, you know, stuff like that. Oh, if I'm gonna over punish this one, I know I can get shot in the back, stuff like that.
Exactly, yes. And the arena in Shadows fight is also pretty like
I wouldn't say it's particularly bad, but it has to be mapped out very well in your mind if you want to run it, because of all the gravestones. Like, you just have to mentally know, well, like, oh, I'm gonna run into gravestone in a moment.
Yes, exactly. These gravestones kill a lot of runs.
Yeah, definitely.
At least a lot of my runs. Because when you're panicking and try to escape or something, and then run into gravestone, it gets even worse. Normally,
yes, exactly.
You're panicking, Anakin? What?
Yes.
So far, Chiki and Ghost perfectly almost head to head. Ghost is a little bit faster, and Terror School had to reset, and I think Lefty just killed the fired Gascoigne. By the way, is it Gascoigne or Gashcoigne? What do you guys think?
Gascoigne.
I'd say gas.
Yeah, I think Gascoigne, but I had Gashcoigne. I was like, what? What is Ash in that? The hell?
I've heard somebody said Gashon.
Gashon? Oh yeah.
His friend.
Gashon?
I was like, okay.
That's Papa G, right?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Papa G, indeed.
And also, I want to see how people will deal with BSB. Maybe Ghost is gonna do a different strat, because I know she's very used to no roll strat on BSB instead of the typical Pungies. She used to do it, I think, on Arcane. And BSB is a funny boss in that regard, that hitboxes of her attacks are really bad, and you can outwalk them most of the time. Just if you're gonna lock on and just go right, her attacks will miss 100% of the time, every time.
So we're going into a Bloodstar Beast fight. Blue Ghost.
Yes. Yeah, and I think she's doing the normal strat. Look, locked on to the right, backstep. I mean, when you land it, it's a backstep.
That's also pretty. I never did that, but that's also. It looks pretty consistent.
This is very consistent. The only thing that you have to be maybe not afraid of, but you have to account for is amount of hits that you have to take in between phases, because phase transition is a free backstep, and BSB has 2 phase transitions. Like this is one of those, for example. You can see it.
Well, I think that really you didn't see 3 phases in a fight until either Bloodborne or Bloodborne in particular, because it came out before DS3.
I mean, 3 phase boss fight, you mean?
Well, yeah, like a 3 phase, yeah. Like
GG Ghost.
were there any?
Ivory King, technically, you could say that gank squad is like 1 phase, then you have, actual Ivory King, and then another phase of Ivory King, so you have that. Just from the top of my head.
Right.
Similar to Luden Zalen, I think. First you have
you
one
could say that.
cat. First you have one cat, then the other cat jumped in, and when one dies, the other one is being buffed. There's another one. But yeah, definitely Bloodborne and DS3 really like stepped up the game when it comes to boss fights. Definitely. They definitely got way better after 2013. There's cool also had gas going.
So I thought it was super interesting the way they handle the music box and how they like really well integrated it into the lore.
Yeah, that's one of those. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but for me, you're very like cutting out a lot.
Me?
Yeah.
Junket, yeah.
Oh, weird. I'll have to take a look at that.
Yeah, it's very interesting. If you're doing your first playthrough, you have to actually be like an Einstein or some shit to even figure out that it's gonna work on him. At least in my opinion. But yeah, I don't think there's like a lot of even things in Souls that work like that. The only other thing that I can think of is Pendant for Manus. Like the infamous Pendant for Manus. And also Namin Mist on Amelia.
In what game? Where? What is dependent for madness?
In Ula Seal, you can find a pendant that deflects its magic attacks in phase 2 Manus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, in Dark Souls 1, yeah.
Everybody's clean so far, yeah?
Yeah, so far so good.
I just want to make sure I wasn't missing any hits or anything.
What if someone fucks up on what do you call it, Amelia, because it's so hard to recover. If someone would die on Amelia, for example, that's actually pretty bad.
There is a rule in there. You can do 1 save state load after dying to Amelia, Parl, Abritus, or Amygdala.
Okay.
That's a good rule.
Yeah, it's a 2-hit penalty if you do the save state load.
Yeah, not a lot of people actually know because of how consistent Bloodborne is. Not a lot of people actually know how to fight other phases of these bosses.
I have no fucking idea. When I fuck up on Amelia, like 1 hit off or something, it's super precise, right? And when you do like the slightest thing wrong, then the whole fight changes. And I have no idea how to fight her.
Absolutely, yeah. Same with +0 strat. If you're doing +0, you're gonna mess up +0, you're dead. I don't think there's a comeback from that one. But yeah, slowly but surely. Lefty's playing Dora the Explorer, grabbing literally every item in Yharnam and then selling it.
What, so Eden, I know you like run these games really fast. What
Cut out
slows
again.
what slows down runners more than anything? Like what do you think if like they changed one thing about their run would speed them way up?
If I would want for runners to learn one thing, is to learn the power spikes. It's very, very vital to understand when do you have your strength, and you have to understand that picking up 11,000 items on your way to have 2 more levels for the ending fight will never change anything. I would say it's the other way around. You're putting yourself at risk by doing this, and I absolutely hate when people do that. Okay, I will never say like, hey, run my way, it's optimal. Like, I will never say that. You run your way, but holy shit, you not only preventing yourself from potentially getting the run, because 1, it takes longer, 2, there's a bigger risk, 3, it doesn't change shit most of the time.
I mean, yeah. Well, that was one
Absolutely.
thing. That was one thing I found whenever I was doing my DS1 at 80% was as I got closer to getting the run, and there was stuff I was like, I don't need this. I can just like cut it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but that comes with the more you play the game, right?
Yeah, exactly. It comes with experience. I'm not saying like I didn't do it like at the start. I was like the biggest holder when I, like, for example, started DS3. I was like, wow, 1 more level in stamina. Seems good. No. But I'm not like that anymore.
Same for me. When I started doing any percent, my first any percent on Dark Souls, I leveled a ton. Like after every boss, I leveled up and this and that. Now I'm just like running.
You have to understand the power spikes, and like also the other thing, you have to think in minds like if you want to be faster, like what does exactly save time? In my opinion, hits. If you're gonna save a hit on a fight, or for example a cycle on a boss fight, it's worth it. But if you're just gonna do it for like 1 more stamina point, because there is a chance you're gonna fuck up, then you're basically putting yourself on a losing situation, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck up. I'm sorry, dude. Like, it's just not the best mindset, in my opinion, coming to it. That's like first playthrough mindset, in my opinion. Like, why would you do that? Sorry for the rant.
No,
Yeah.
it's good. It's good to know. I mean, it's very, very. You are a very accomplished runner, regardless of the game, and so that's why I think it's like highly valuable to hear about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, people are very surprised sometimes when I get my run fast, but I practice and study a lot, like just as a rule of thumb. Like I practice and I check things, like I do multiple builds before my final like project. I think of like what is the best, what can I do, what can I improve, what can I cut out, what can I, do better, and stuff like that.
I think that
Practice is the most important. I practice every day. Like I practice every day at least 2 hours. Not even joking.
And so whenever you say you're practicing, like what are you doing during that time? Like is it taking bosses, or is it checking routes, or what?
I mostly practice bosses nowadays, because when you're doing no hit runs, running section has to be your second nature. There's just no way that if you're gonna, unless you don't know of something, there's no way that you have to mess up a running section. There's just no way. Like, you can mess up a boss, you can mess up strat on a boss, and that requires practice, but like, running section, like, come on, dude.
Yeah, it's like once you get a running section down, like unless there's some like weird RNG to it, which I really don't think, I can't name a section off the top of my head that has like RNG that you really can't account for too much,
There are some, I think.
There are a couple. For example, in Yharnam, there's a couple, but it's also depending on how do you do those. Like, do you do it like, a turtle and you go very, very slow, you kill every enemy? Or do you like prefer to like strafe enemies and actually rely on very on like lines and patterns? You know, I prefer to depend on lines and patterns. And if I will mess up my running section and I'll get hit by an enemy, I know why. Like instantly, I was like, oh, I did that differently. That's what hit me. And yeah, that's what hit Jack because he just got wrecked
Oh,
by a wolf.
the doggo.
You said
Yeah, by
Lefty got hit.
yeah, Lefty got hit by the doggo coming up. And also, Ghost on the Amelia. I think she has. I don't know what's the level weapon, but I can see she has a very good gem. The gem that we use for at least up to ROM.
Yeah, I think
So,
that's a +3 weapon.
Yeah, it's a +3 or +4. It depends. You can get +4 at this point, but it's really no need. It's like almost too much damage at this point. But GG. She's Ghost is past like this very like reset heavy and early game. It's okay. It's consistent, but if you're gonna mess up one thing, it's probably gonna collapse. And also same to Terror School. GG on BSB.
You run through 2 shadows, right? Without upgrading or leveling at all.
No. No. On my newer route, I do +0 up to Forbidden Woods. At the start of Forbidden Woods, I get +4. On the way to Shadows, I grab the materials, and after Shadows, I get +6. So I don't have to get all the like shortcuts and all that unnecessary crap.
Yeah, but you have to do +4 in shadows then.
I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Like, that's
I
another thing
can't
that
even-
people. Yeah, that's another thing that people underestimate is that the not only ability but also damage, and they're like. The thing that I do basically maybe save up 2 or 3 hits depending on the boss, because levels are basically the same. It's mostly about the weapon, right?
Yeah.
And it's only 2 levels, and like that's another thing. People prefer to get like high level weapons and then run through the same section again and again, and they do have to kill the same enemies sometimes, and it's like just such a chore, to be honest.
Yeah, I always think when you like the worst thing about the shadows fight is the phase transition, at least for me, and to get a clean and fast phase transition, it's way better to have like a
Yeah,
high
of course. The
level
more
weapon.
damage you have, the better it is, obviously. Yeah. It definitely helps. You can definitely notice the difference.
Lefty has a second hit.
Or what happened?
I don't know.
I'll look into his
Zero just
box.
counted it.
I'll look into the man's bots. Do some digging. It's my baby. It really is. Like, I love all of the games. I run all the games, but Bloodborne has a special place in my heart, definitely.
It's one of my favorite any percents as well. Like I'm only running any percent at the moment, but it's definitely one of my favorite. And it's so fast and so I don't know. It's just so precise as well.
Next week,
It's
Dino's
just
gonna
fun.
run BL for all bosses.
Never ever. Maybe someday in all content, but BF4, holy shit, that's way too hard. Like I'm not an expert.
Then you will be.
We'll make him an expert. You know, it'll be no big deal.
We'll make a quick one out of that. Yeah, I saw 1 hit. I don't know why he counted for 2.
Eden just wants a BL4 running buddy.
I really do. I feel very depressed. I have abandonment issues at the
What-
moment.
So roughly where are these runners at? I mean, I know we see like 3 of them have splits up, but if you had to put a time on this run, like or a percentage on this run, how far are they?
Ghost is definitely the farthest away. Wait, wait. Actually, the stream lagged for me. Give me a second. Oh my god. So Ghost is definitely the farthest away. She's grabbing the imagery. 6. Tricky just entered the Forbidden Woods, so this is obviously the arena before the shadows. Lefty, like, because of all the like holding and grabbing all the items, he's pretty behind. He's about to kill the second boss, I think. Yeah, he's about to kill BSB, and also, as we can see, Carol is dealing with.
Oh, Taro got a hit.
Oh, that's not
just
good. That's
clout. I will need to look up. He must have messed up the strat because Amelia should be at least 100%. Luckily, he pulled it through.
okay.
Nice. I think he's. I need to see, but I think he's doing +0 as well. Sorry, I have a hiccup. Yeah, I don't know why Lefty did too, or rather marked too. We can ask him for opinion, but I think.
Yeah.
Percentage
Oh,
wise,
I see. Okay, Amelia basically like staggered, and he missed like a couple of attacks because of it. I see what happened though.
GG Lefty. It's like 30%, right? Something like that. For any percent, it would be shadows is round about not a little bit more than 50%, I believe. But for
I would say it's like 40%
maybe?
shadows, 30 is Mikolash.
Okay.
I fucking hate Mikolash. In my opinion, he's the hardest boss in 8%, and no one will change my mind.
There are a lot of
I really do think so. I definitely reset more to Mikolash than to shadows.
So what makes Mikolash so hard?
Okay, so first, ads in the chat, ads in the arena. A lot of troll dolls, which you can kill, but after some times they will get up and massacre you. Very bad hitbox, very bad attack in phase 2, which is called Beyond. The hitbox on it is absolute garbage. It can hit you. It has extended lingering hitbox. And yeah, mostly that. So basically, you kind of don't want to fight him straight up because of the call beyond, but also you don't really want to fight him in the corridors because of ads all the time. That is why people very often tend to cheese him with poison knives. And this is exactly what Chicky is going. He's going to grab, I think, both cannon, which sells for like 10k echoes, and the throwing. Poison knives.
But there's the mirror strat as well. The mirror strat is pretty good in my opinion.
Oh yeah, Miro strats is pretty good actually. Yeah, you're right. But I think it only works on leveled because on BL4 you deal next to no damage, and also the other thing is that after sometimes the doll wakes up and it's gonna destroy you.
Yeah, sure.
Everyone's asking the same question about Taro Skull. Where's Taro?
Where's Taro, dude?
Maybe we should put like an extra L in Taro's name, just so it shows up right.
You know what? Just put him in the title. Man deserves it. Okay. Who got lost in these woods on the first playthrough? I want to know.
Who got last to it?
Who got lost?
Oh, lost. Oh, I did.
I did absolutely. I hated this place. I was like, wow, I found a boss fight. Cool. I can finally be done with. I remember, no meme, I killed Shadow's first try. And I was like, I'm so happy that this bullshit place is done. I'm out of there.
I want to see, like, Shadows only took me like a few tries for whatever reason.
Yeah, because, like, in theory, this boss is really not difficult. It really isn't. Like, if you're gonna smack on it, it just dies. Because, like, one of the not many bosses in Bloodborne, it actually staggers and hits. And if you, and like, of course, if you first time player, you're gonna smash that R1, right? All the time. And eventually it's gonna die. It's really not that difficult boss. Like, the devil is in the details in this boss. It really is. And like, a lot of people are calling this fight very shitty. And I would say it's very shitty in hitless. It's one of the best fights in the game, in my opinion. Like, straight up. It's like very well made gang fight.
I think it's not shitty and hitless. It's just hard. Just a
I mean,
hard
it's
fight,
kind of
but-
shitty because it's very slow, and of course you don't want to get hit, obviously. But if you actually try to go fast and actually like see all the like cooperation they can do, it's actually kind of insane. And also Ghosts come into the boss fight. The 80% Doom.
Yeah, that's by far the make or break. Most
Yeah, also-
elements.
Yeah, also Ghosts is going for the R1 on like the little taps on the head strats. I really dislike the visceral strat. Sometimes it can put you in a very bad place. This one is way more consistent. It's way easier to control the enemies. And she's doing this very well. Basically what she's trying to do is she's waiting for the opener from the fireball shadow. So the shadow will not shoot. She is also waiting for the candle shadow to not do like any stupid attacks, and basically waiting for the katana guy to be open. And then you can see this white outline on the UI. This is a good indicator to say, hey, it's 30% HP. Don't attack more, otherwise you're gonna it's gonna go phase transition. Because how shadow works. This boss goes to second phase as soon as either A, one of the shadows will be below 30%, or B, their cumulative HP, which is also a thing, they have like one cumulative hidden bar of HP, if that is below, I think, 40%, something like that. If you try to like make them lower and lower, eventually they will change way faster than the 30%.
Yeah,
And
but
that phase
don't have
transition is a
Yeah,
continue.
I'm sorry. But you
Yeah, I
don't
know
have
it's-
to because the last shadow will go into a loop after hitting him once with an R1 if he's alone, or not
Yes,
even if
exactly.
he's alone. He's always going into a loop, right?
Yeah. The thing is, the candle guy, the guy with the HP bar in the middle, has this AI loop that he always wants to be away from you, and it resets after every hit. Actually, Bloodborne has a lot of boss fights like that. Like, you can confuse them with attacking, and they will try to like run away from you, or like, will be in kind of a loop. It works with Orphan, with Laurent, with Maria, with Shadows. Like, a lot of bosses have this mechanic. And what Go is trying to do right now is to put them both at 30% HP. And then she's gonna try to push that with as much damage as possible, trying to burst down one of the shadows. And it's most probably gonna be Katana Shadow, because Katana Shadow has the most HP. And it's very important to kill him very fast, because he also has noodle attacks, which are also very dangerous. And Lefty coming into the Amelia fight. I think it's a +3 or +2. Yeah, I think it's +3 weapon because he does a lot of damage.
So, fun fact, it is there's currently a Steam sale going on Dark Souls.
cut out again.
Oh man, really?
Yeah, I mean, it probably does not affect stream, but but we cannot. Hear
Oh, you know what? I'm trying to think of if I can bump that somehow. Anyway, so there is a Steam sale going on for the Souls franchise.
Oh.
Yeah.
GG. Ghost.
If I wouldn't have every single game bought like 5 times, maybe I would consider that.
Right.
It's like $50 for Dark Souls, right? For Dark Souls 3 at least.
Yeah,
$15. I'm sorry.
I was gonna pull it up. I'm in a variety of Souls. Whoa, these are some decent deals. Like Dark Souls 3 is 83% off.
That's a lot.
So you can get the deluxe edition for $14, 44 cents.
That's a steal.
Yeah, I mean it's good. It's good.
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay, I bought DS1, I think 3 times. I bought DS2 3 times. I got Bloodborne 2 times, actually. I got Demon's Souls 1. I got Dark Souls 3 2 times as well. Like, Miyazaki has my money. He has me in his pocket. I bought Sekiro twice too, actually.
I have 2
Why
copies
would
of
you?
Sekiro.
Why?
I mean, I was console runner, right? So I first played on PS4, and
Okay,
I played on got an actual good PC.
So in my case, I got Sekiro on PS4, a physical copy. I pre-ordered it, and then like they were like, it's not gonna come in until like a week after, and so I was like, I don't want to wait, and I went ahead and bought the digital download, and then like the day after I bought the digital download, it came in.
Jesus,
I was like, okay, like great, thanks.
Yeah, that's very unlucky, man.
So
Yeah, that is why that is why I bought digital download right off the bat. I was just waiting here on stream, like, Chad, we gonna play it. I was like until like 2 a.m. my time, just wiggling my chair. Like, oh my god, Chad, look, it unlocks in 3 hours. Hype.
2 Shadows fights.
you got 2.
TTM,
Oh, that's right.
Same fight, same time.
So how critical is that first hit where you hit all 3 of them? Is it just bonus points?
No, it's just
Yeah,
bonus
that's
points. It's
bonus.
It's the thing is with Soul Cleaver, it's very consistent. But in the case of Soul Spear, just like Cheeky and Ghost Hat, they cannot do that because extended R2, which was the attack of Soul Cleaver that I did and Terror did, is just not a thing. It just like stabs you. Like character with Soul Spear just takes its spear like over its head and just slam it down. It's not like white attack, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just not a thing for Ghost or for Cheeky. And also this is where like the Soul Cleaver shines, because I think both, if you have Soul Spear, you want a Visceral, but you don't want a Visceral on Shadows. And therefore their fights, if they are not aggressive, their fight is going to be longer, just straight up. Just by the sheer power of math.
So Eden comes along and he's like, I'm going to apply math and science and rigorous testing and probably some voodoo,
You'll be very surprised how much math there is in Bloodborne. And like speedruns and no-hit runs. You actually... Strats are so consistent that they are based mostly on attacks or on amount of damage that you have to do. Also on timings as well.
We got 3 boss fights going on right now.
That's a
Oh,
lot.
hit on
And
Terror.
oh, Terra just got...
Yeah, he whiffed.
He just got gotten.
We never saw a second hit for Lefty?
No, because there was not.
Oh, okay. So we just had it wrong.
I won't see that.
All we need is Lefty to get into a boss fight now, and everybody will be.
He will have some ways, because he's now going there for poison knives, I guess, and for something else. There's not much stuff there, unless there's like cheeky cold blood, something.
Is it possible to poison the Nazgul?
Possible, yes. Feasible, not really.
Okay.
Because they dodge. They just dodge.
Yeah, the way I throw these, like, there are several ways to trigger the phase transition, right? And the way I do it, like, I try to get him to charge at me, and while he's charging, I throw, like, from a fair distance a throwing knife to trigger the phase transition. So that's the way I try to avoid, like, the candle guy spraying over his body in phase transition.
Yeah, I never really understood the phase transition from the far away, because it's like
hit for tarot.
Yeah, it's another one.
another one. Oh, damn. Yeah, and we can see that Shadows is just a run destroyer. Like, if you, and it's usually also like it just chains into hits, into hits, into hits.
No.
It's not nice. So far, very clean. Nice. I think it's GG for Cheeky as well. Yeah, he got from Shadows. Very well done. Very well done.
We were talking about how quickly, Eden, you went through Shadows during your qualifier run. It was amazing, like how much, like we kind of like looked at the time and said like, oh, you know, let's say Eden's in this fight for 2 minutes, and it seems like everybody else is in it for like 10 minutes.
It's mostly experience and also a lot of audio cues, and also oh, I think Cheeky got hit. I didn't see that.
Do we have a clip for that, or can we get a clip for that?
But yeah, mostly it comes from experience. Also, the Katana Shader gets way more aggressive once you attack his friends. So I'm always assume that whenever I attack, he's coming for my booty. Like either with like charge attack, like from far away or something. But yeah, it's just mostly experience. And I also like I speedrun this game, so I kind of understand like the patterns and how they cooperate with each other.
So question, can whenever Rom's doing like the little spin, is it possible to for Rom to actually hit you, like pinch you up in there and give you a hit?
No, phase 1, okay, so phase 1 Rom have no attacks. She will never attack you. That is why most of the runners try to get her that way. Phase 2, she will have magic attacks, but she will not have melee attacks. Like she and then phase 3 she has magic attacks and she like flops around, which is super scary to like go and finish her off like with an attack. So no, phase 1 there's absolutely no way she's gonna attack you. Wait, did Terra get hit 4 times in this fight? What the hell? He signed off 4 hits for Shadows.
I don't think so. It was 2 hits. Maybe 3, but not 4. Maybe he counts like the fireball two, because there were 2 fireballs, but I don't think so.
I would have to.
You'll have to have somebody review it.
Yeah. And also, yeah, I don't exactly know what's. Oh, I think I know what happens. Ghost did like not that. She has so much damage that her that the setup was very like not precise, and because of that, she missed like a chunk of damage. And that is why she was trying to snipe her with both mollies and nice. And GG still on 0.
Cool.
Yeah.
But I think she's one of the most consistent Bloodborne runner overall.
She is like, yeah, definitely one of the, if not the best. When it comes to like entire content, she's the best by far. Yeah. I just fucking spilled my tea. Holy shit. Okay, give me a second.
All right, so we got Taro going into Rom.
Yeah, killing these little spiders actually not that hard. You just have to circle around Rom and separate them. If there's one spider separated, it's pretty easy to kill them. Just go on the side, left or right side, and then you can technically 2-hit R1 them.
Yeah, the thing with Rom is like very interesting boss, I would say. It's not the best boss, but it's definitely very interesting. And the thing is, like, the little spiders have like the AI on their own. Like, if they're gonna see that you're attacking one of the spiders, they're gonna come after you. Like, almost always. Like, that is why they usually don't attack you unless you're very close. But if you're gonna attack one of them, they're gonna attack you. That is why, like, running around and trying to separate them is very, very important here.
Well, I know that they jump at you very, very quickly.
They have several attacks.
Yeah, they have several attacks, but it's also not that quick. I usually don't even have to roll it. You can just run to the side, and they miss most of the time. I would say the scariest attack is butt blast attack, because if you're gonna be like very close to the butt, they can like fart at you and then stacks.
The web, the web fart.
Yeah.
So did Taro die in this fight?
Definitely did. No, we'd have seen that. Oh, let me look up for myself.
Okay, what is... Oh, Ghost is cheesing the big boy.
He thick.
Oh, he doesn't have... Yeah. Oh my god. Terraskull doesn't have VOD enabled. And I cannot see that. He has only clips.
Yeah, that's... No, you can enable bots right before you're affiliated, right? Or is it only for affiliate?
Oh, so this is because Taro's account is...
Yeah, maybe it's because of the new account. Or maybe you can only activate the bots when you activated the two-factor authenticator.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm pretty sure I didn't have it. Actually, I don't know anymore. I'm not gonna even guess.
I think you'd have to go in and make sure it's like activated.
Yeah. I cannot look up the boss. We have to believe the man. Unless he's gonna come and explain. And also, Taro just missed the R2
Yeah.
by like an inch. He still can like save it. You can throw mollies and throwing knives just like Ghost. But sometimes it's just easier to just do it again.
Yeah. But it depends on how much HP are left, actually, I think.
Yeah, I really dislike boning out because I'm wasting materials, and my route is usually so tight that I cannot afford myself just using another pellet.
Well, do you have like strats like, okay, I wasted too many materials on this boss, so we go over here and pick this up?
Yeah, there are a lot of pickups in the Forbidden Woods that you can pick up. Actually, like how my like route evolves is like around the pickups that I can just grab on the way, and at the end of any percent I usually have like maybe 1 or 2 pellets, and then I go back to Forbidden Woods, grab the invitation to the place, to the Disneyland, and grab some more Beastman pellets. Yeah, that's the one.
What is Lefty doing? He just triggered the beast mode of the
yeah, Lefty. This guy drops tier 2 beast rune. So if you're gonna use the Carl rune thingy, and you will like write in yourself like a couple of runes. For example, I picked it up and gave myself like 20% more stamina. He can just have more biscuits if he wants to.
Okay.
Unless he just, fucking with him and just attack him just because he can.
So I know that we have like a rule in the sheet around like loading save states and all that stuff. Why do we have that rule? Like, why does it make such a big difference in Bloodborne compared to the other games?
Bloodborne is very strat based. It's very, very strat based. If you will not, as I said before, if you don't know the strat very well, you will probably just mess up the entire boss fight. And the start to the boss fight is really important, mostly because most of the bosses have this animation of like, oh, you're gonna fight this boss. Look, I'm getting up. Like Emilia, Parl, and Ebrietas, for example, is absolutely idle if you don't attack her. This time that's they are using, this time, they either deal a lot of damage or like they set up the entire strata around it.
For us, thank you for the raid.
And also Lefty Jack, the damage, the fall control didn't work, so he died from fall damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh
he
no.
backstepped off of the elevator. Very unlucky.
Did he open the shortcut? He did not open the shortcut, right?
I didn't look. Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh man, he has to run all the way down again. There's a problem now with the Molly River. You can't run through the Molly River without the blue elixir, right? Or you
I mean, if he
technically
knows
can,
the
of course.
I mean, if he knows the backup, he can still do it. Just like because it's not consistent to not run through. Oh wait, I
There's
actually
the
did the
door
same.
open.
No. I actually did
Ooh.
the same because I got stuck there, right? And I opened the shortcuts to the way to Punji's, so he can use that.
Yeah, okay.
Terra took a
you can
hit.
use that. Oh man.
Another one.
Yeah,
Where?
Terra took a hit to a fire, like a flamethrower.
Oh,
Which? Oh, this. Oh, okay, I see where he is. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Very unfortunate. Also goes zooming. The ghost is already at 1 reborn.
Yeah, it was pretty fast, and she's still
Yeah.
at 0.
She definitely sped up her like route recently very significantly. Because Arcane usually like requires a lot of setup and a lot of levels and just picking up, and I guess she just fell in love in melee again.
So I have a question. It happened to me only one time, but I did something wrong, obviously, but I don't know what. I fought one reborn, and when I was coming down the stairs, and I wanted to stagger him, he was just charging over me, like he did a charge attack through the whole arena.
Oh.
He was pretty far away, and it never happened again. Like, why?
Yeah,
What did I do
it's
wrong?
it's very, very rare, and you have to acknowledge that before you even come down the stairs. What happened is that one reborn simply got stuck and could not track you well enough, and he didn't know that you were on the balcony. So when you came down, he didn't do the scripted attack, and he just rammed down your ass, basically. The way you can recognize it is by just seeing him if he's like following you with his like head and attacks.
Okay. Yeah.
So basically, you have to look at him and recognize, is he like looking at me? Is he coming my way? I can later show you a clip like in which like he did the exact same thing he told me. But yeah, that happens. Also, both Chicky and Taro opted for getting early upper cathedral wards, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, this is all vanilla part. I watched your run
Yeah.
commentary, but I never run it
Yeah,
myself.
basically the reason why people come here a little bit earlier than usual. In Upper Cathedral World, you can find the badge, the Eye Watcher badge, and it's very, very important for this run because this badge both gives you beast blood pellets and blue elixirs. Both you can buy them for insight as soon as you have this badge. That is
Okay,
why
yeah.
people come here very often, very early.
Okay.
I saw people coming here even for any percent sometimes.
If somebody wanted to start no hit running, what would you like recommend they do?
What would I recommend?
Yeah, just like in general, like how would you generally like tell them to approach it to not only like get better at the game and more likely to get like their no hit run, but also to make sure that they enjoy it.
I would give them maybe not a lesson, but like I would give them a talk that it's not something that he can achieve overnight. That's it's basically a journey, and it's also you have to remember that 99% of your hits is your fault. Even if it doesn't seem like it, even if you might think it's an absolute meme, you did something that
Even if
made
it's,
it happen.
yeah, sometimes it's so you did just slightly something wrong, and that makes a major difference.
Yeah, even if you don't know that you did something wrong, you might have just scuffed something, and it's just a lesson. It's just a very hard road. And also, I would advise doing practice on paths that you are not 100% on every time. I would advise joining a new brand, Hitless Discord. Okay, this is very
Indeed.
important.
Feel free to
New
link it
brand
up.
Hitless Discords. So you can talk about struts and stuff. You can ask any question that you want. You can find any round that you want there. And also, what I would advise is to watch just better runners and just to watch runs that have been done. And if you have problems with some parts, just look a couple of runs, how people do it differently. Because something that might work for someone might not work for you in particular. Like for some reason, some people might dislike very fast routes. They want to take it a little bit slower. They can, obviously. So they're gonna do something else. So yeah, that would be my advice.
Makes sense. How about you, Dana?
What? I'm sorry.
If somebody wanted to start learning how to no hit, what advice would you give them? And also, like, what would you tell them to make sure that they keep the game
I'm
fun?
sorry, I was off AFK for a second. I don't know. I think like watching other runners is a good start. That's like a really good start to learn and watch while learning. These guys, try it yourself, of course, as often and as hard you can, and yeah, don't give up. Like and even you'll get fast progress at the beginning. Like you'll get your baseline PB, let's say from around 50 to 100 hits maybe, and then you'll see fast progress, which means like oh man, Taro died.
Yeah,
again.
Terra just gets pulled out again
man.
by the AoE. God damn, unlucky.
Which means you'll get pretty fast to, let's say, 10, 5, maybe 3 hits, and then the real grind starts, and you will have to reset over and over and over and over again, and that's like in my opinion, the greatest challenge about no hit running is like the mental challenge. Like these games are routed pretty well, all of them. There definitely a couple of strats who are not evolved yet, maybe, I don't know, but in general the games are routed pretty well, and you just have to find your own way to no hit these games. But the major part about no hit running begins at a low hit PB, in my opinion, and then it's also a mental challenge.
Yeah, it's definitely in your head most of the time. Like,
Yeah.
you definitely, some people definitely, every runner had these thoughts like, wow, I'm shit. I'm never gonna do it. And then you calm down, you practice some more, and then you're confident again, and then you can do it. Like I definitely had, I had like existential crisis of some runs. Like, wow, why am I doing this? I hate myself. Stuff like that, you know.
Sometimes it's just painful sometimes.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And-
But it's
and the
also
more-
why people do it. I must say that I don't think I ever felt anything like that before I achieved my first no-hit run. I don't think I ever felt anything like that. That pride rather, and that level of achievement. I was like, wow. And in this very moment, you're literally on the top of the world, and you think you can do anything, and that's the feeling that I'm chasing for all the time, basically, because it's just so addicting to me, you know.
Yeah, it's like a fucking drug. Yeah.
To me, it's very interesting because you look at it from a standpoint of, okay, here's a game that I really enjoy playing, and then you take that step back and you say, I want to get better at it, you know, and you start piecing it like, what could I do? And for me, the kind of evolution went from, I enjoy playing this game, I want to play through it a couple times, to somebody came in and said, have you ever done a challenge run, like randomly? And they linked me to this challenge run that was like ridiculous. Had you go out and like do all these things, and you couldn't level more than like, I think 102 or something. And then, like there was all these stipulations. I was like, okay, I did that. And then I was browsing around. I saw somebody doing like a no death challenge run. I said, okay, I'll work on that. And then I was watching Tzor. And Tzor was the one who actually convinced me to I think Terra's just done.
Yeah, I think Terra's just done. Did he die again to Ron?
No,
he didn't get the face transition stagger,
Oh damn, man.
and he has no mollies and nothing. I don't know. I think he's pretty.
Yeah, but
much-
congrats for you and pulling through. These hits on Shadows had to be really tilted, and I'm very happy for him that he even attended this tourney.
yeah. And these runs are not easy. You know, they take a lot of practice, a lot of effort, a lot of time and energy. And so
They're absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely, they're not easy. Yeah, it never will be easy. People, a lot of people think that it's like, oh, it's just, you know, just go and do it. No, people spent months doing those. I know people that did to any percent months, like literally months, and I've seen people explode when they actually get it. And this is like one of the best parts about it.
I think the longer you grind, the
Oh
bigger
yeah,
the
definitely. I
explosion.
definitely cried over no H run. I admit I cried.
I never cried.
Over I remember you crying over Trilogy.
I've never seen Daniel cry ever.
I
Ever.
was
Never.
Never.
crying.
Never.
Always. I don't know. It's just. It's not planned. I think you can't plan these situations. I grinded my first any percent, which was super special for me because it was such an honor for me joining into Team Hitless. And it was like 3 months or something, or 2.5 months, my first any percent. I cried like a baby for like 20 minutes or something. I don't know.
I remember I
feeling
cried
was-
over my. Yeah, sorry.
The feeling was so overwhelming, and you can't plan these moments. I was thinking about, oh man, what am I going to do when it actually happens, when I get my first any percent, and oh man, is there any kind of music I could play or whatever? I don't know, but it's not plannable. That's just, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
an amazing.
I remember I definitely cried over my very first no H run because it felt so surreal. And then I remember I went to my work next day. I was like, I want to tell everyone, but then I was like, wow, nobody probably cares that some idiot just did a challenge run in the game.
Yeah.
And the other one was All Bosses plus DLC in DS3. That was like, at that moment I felt like, wow, I can do really anything.
Yeah, and that's why it's so great that this community is here and growing even a lot. Definitely, I think.
Yeah, even every day, literally every day. Like a lot of people are trying that. And also, can we have a big clap for Terra School? for the great show.
Indeed, indeed.
He did fucking great. And I'm sorry for all those tilting heads. That must really have sucked.
Yeah, Rom sometimes is a bitch as well.
Rom and Shadows, man. It's just... it's like one of those days, like, you have a bad day, and then you come into your house, and you drop your keys before you open your door, and you're like, wow, I want to cry now. Like, the smallest things,
Oh
my god!
Everybody's reacting the same way, like,
You know what? I'm surprised he's fucking alive. Holy hell.
okay.
I mean, that was a hit, but man.
Well, was that a hit or no?
I mean,
It was
he got hit by the fuck, man.
Oh, there's another one.
Oh my lord! What's happening?
And there's another one.
Oh,
Oh, that just fell apart real fast.
yeah. He tried.
Okay, Ghost is cheesing me collage, and she's finished.
Good.
Oh my lord, we missed the whole me collage fight there.
We did.
I hate this fight. Just get it out. Just get it out. This boss
right.
is so bad.
We saw the prey slaughter. We can leave it now.
Yes. Anyway, yeah, for real, this boss is just on another level. On another level of shit, basically. That's
So,
what I'm trying to say.
going back to the earlier conversation around like how like no hit runs make you feel. There is kind of this love-hate relationship for me personally, like with them. I'm like, they feel so good like whenever you get it, but as Eden was saying, like you hate yourself at times. You're like, why am I putting up with this? Because I've been working on this for like 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 months, trying to get this 6 months. Some people, it takes them like a year to get their first run.
Yeah, it depends on the run, right? Like
Yeah.
If you
Yeah, that's true.
technically you could do a run that would take you a year. Of course, yeah. Why not though?
Yeah, I would say really persistent people will only get this challenge down. Because it's like you're working for a goal. It's like, I don't know. It's not something that you can just get from day to day, as I said.
Right.
That's something that you have to work really, really hard for, basically.
Yes.
And what can I say? But honestly, even when I say the game is shit, the game is a meme, that was very unlucky, and all that stuff, man, does it feel good when you get it, actually. And all of that, I forget about everything. I'm like, this is what I want. This feeling is what I'm craving for, and this feeling is what I want. And yeah.
So when you get a run, like does the next run feel just as good?
It depends. It definitely dies down for me personally, especially 80%. 80% is like kind of especially in Bloodborne. But
yeah, another one on left.
But definitely,
Yeah,
I lost my train of thought.
if you do a lot of like any percents, then it's
Yeah, it definitely dies. Yeah, definitely. But also there are some
it's
rounds.
still a good feeling, right? If you're doing Bloodborne any percent, it's still a good feeling for you.
Oh yeah, definitely. You're like, wow, I still can do it. I'm still doing very well, right? But yeah, it depends on the run. Honestly, I feel like I'm gonna fucking scream if I'm gonna get BL for all boss eventually. It didn't feel that good when I did BL for all bosses vanilla. It was like something like, okay, that's cool. I mean, I'm very proud of this run. Like, don't get me wrong. Still,
Yeah.
I think the run that I was the most proud of is definitely all bosses plus DLC on the US3 because I worked for it so much. So much.
Yeah. I feel that's like the that's like the factor, right? The main factor. It depends on how much work you personally put into the run.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If it's your first any percent and you work for example, like CBD said in chat, for 11 months, then it's like that's an
Yeah, you
amazing
definitely gotta
that's
feel
an
good.
amazing feeling. Holy shit! After 11 months, getting an any percent is worth this. Like it's worth the same. When you're grinding, for example, all content for 11 months,
Yeah.
the feeling must have been the same.
It definitely feels better when you get your first run on new game, though, I would say. Like, for example, you did any percent on Bloodborne, and you did all bosses on Bloodborne, and then you're like, okay. And then you try another game, and you're like, wow, you're doing this. You're doing this exact same stuff on another game, and you're succeeding. And I feel like if you learn a new game, it's like, it feels way more rewarding. That is why I love switching between game time.
Yeah.
I think it's a very, very interesting thing because as I have played around with various runs, it's been that I've gotten better at
Lefty.
certain things. Lefty took 2 hits there.
He's
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, he has to start all over again. Ooh, that's not good.
But yeah, so whenever I've gone into a fight after having gotten like the no hit on DS1, for example, whenever I go into that fight again now, it's just like if I don't like no hit it or if I take a single hit to it, you know, it's just like why
It's
am
not a
I
big
why am I
deal.
struggling on this now? You know?
Yeah.
If you did it once, that doesn't mean you're consistent at an any percent, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's also true. That is why, like, also it's a big mistake when you're like doing any percenting, like, oh, I'm gonna go for all bosses right now. And it's like, of course, you can practice for that, but the most important stuff about doing like all boss run is being consistent at any percent. Like, if you can get any percent on the whim, then yes, then you are ready. I would say any percent still is like, in some games, this is the hardest part.
What game would you say that's the case for?
DS3, for example. It's not like in DS3, for example. I would say you have the hardest running sections. I would say in 80%, considering like Cathedral.
The cathedral.
Uh,
yeah.
Yeah. Considering like Cathedral, and also bosses are like quite gimmicky, and you have to. There's way more to understand any percent bosses than stuff like Demon Princes, where you just have to learn the moveset and just dodge around. You know. Or Cinder. Learning Cinder. Oh my god, dude.
That's so hard,
Cinder
yeah.
is the bane of my existence right now.
Yeah.
He's by far the hardest boss in any percent.
Yeah.
I know it.
Like I thought Abyss Watchers was going to be bad, and then I got into Cinder and started practicing Cinder, and I was like, this is not even close.
Yeah. Especially when you come from DS1 straight to DS3. Then you have like such a crisis. I had at least. Wow. This game just shits on me.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what's happened for me. Is I've gone from DS1 to DS3, and it's not even those two games are so different in regards to the way they throw challenges at you.
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
with DS1, I feel like it's pretty easy to get the bosses into a pattern, or it's pretty easy to just get a crazy amount of damage and then you go and like hit them 5 times and they're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with DS3, that it doesn't seem like that's quite the case. Yeah, you might do a lot of damage, but they have way more health.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But then
Also, I personally feel like there's a lot more to learn in DS3. Maybe I'm wrong because I'm not that into DS1, but there's still a lot to learn. For example, when I was grinding the SL1 for the last tournament, I think over these 2 weeks I learned so much about this game that's absolutely insane.
Yeah, that
Like
is true. And Yeah,
I got
sorry,
way
sorry.
better at Dark Souls. At least I felt like I got way better at Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, it's always gonna be a thing whenever you go down in damage. Like, it's always gonna be a thing. When I did any percent, I learned a lot. When I did all bosses, I learned even more. When I did SL1 all bosses, I learned even more. And then I did SL1 no upgrades, and I learned the things that I would probably never knew if I wouldn't do this challenge. You know?
Yeah.
Kind of stuff. Like parrying phase 2 pontiff. Like, you never do that. And I had to learn this.
Yes.
You know?
So is it just because you're not getting into those situations in the higher damage runs?
Yeah, you just don't have enough practice. Same with all bosses on Bloodborne and BL4 all boss. Like, there's such a big difference. And of course, not a lot of people, running this, so they don't really understand it. But like, people that run Bloodborne before. What is he trying to do? Oh, he's trying to put in the bone shadow. Yeah, he missed. God damn it, dude. He got hit like 11 times in a row.
See, I'm tired of hitting
But
you.
yeah. Yeah.
Stay down.
But
There it
the thing
is.
is, yeah, GG to Lefty, finally. But yeah, I feel like a lot of runners, like hitless runners, actually both hitless and speedrunners, they don't really know how to fight phase 2, like other phases of some bosses, because they never see it. And I, for example, had to learn Logarius phase 2, and no one ever sees that except for Ghost on Arcane.
Yeah.
Or like phase 3 Maria. Jesus, that is a nightmare.
Yeah, Ghost
Yeah, and
just finished
also-
80% hitless.
Yeah, I was about to say, GG to Ghost. Yeah, and Ghost is definitely one of... I would say she's the best runner at this moment. Ghost is, like, really good. She get those 20%, like, every day. Every day.
Yeah, that's insane.
Okay, so now we've like had a whole bunch of boss fights for a while. Where are the runners at? Like an overall percentage of the run?
So, Ghost just finished 80%. She has basically only optionals to go. I don't think she did... No, she did Parl right on the way. So she doesn't have to deal with Parl. But now she's going for the Forbidden Woods, which I assume is going to be Kanehurst's invitation. So there's that. Then she's gonna kill some bosses. Some optional bosses to the arenas that she already unlocked. Chicky is on his way to Mikolash, so the last but one boss of 20%, and Lefty had some unfortunate events with shadows, so he's around halfway.
What did he try to do with that dagger? Like, what happens if he?
You know what
if
this
he
dagger
hits that
does?
one? Yeah.
No, this dagger
No,
makes.
no, I don't.
This dagger makes whoever you're gonna hit with it also hit the your enemy. So basically, he's gonna attack the other shadow. What he was
Oh,
trying
okay,
to
so
do.
they would have fought each other.
Yeah. And Cheeky's still doing very well. Only one hit on shadows. Slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good.
We can confirm that slow and steady wins the race. Dino, right?
Slow and steady
I
wins
always
the
go.
race.
I always go slow, even though I don't win the race.
Host can't ban me at that phase.
Can we call Dino Grandpa Dino?
Yeah, of course you can.
They modeled the grandpa ice cream, after you.
Really?
The-
Oh my
The
god.
grandpa ice cream.
Yeah,
Vs with W?
the DS3.
Any Vs with W? Any Vs with subs in the chat? He has this emote, I think, still.
There it is.
Oh, this one. That's the emote.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. That's
Speed.
the speed.
There it is.
Thank
B
you.
sweat W.
That's the meme. Oh, that's the grandpa ice from Irithil.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. I see. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The best part is the statue, like because of the white branch, it moves so slow. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's not like the choir boy.
Choir butter is also slow, but it's all very tall.
Yeah.
The quiet boy.
Hold on.
My God.
Ding
What
ding.
was that? Cheeky into Nikolaj. These puppets are so dangerous. I literally.
Yeah, puppet. I just hate this fight in general. Just get it out, dude. I 100% cheese it now. Like if I'm not leveled, I
Yeah,
just cheese it, just straight
with
up.
poison knives.
Yeah. I hate this fight so much, man.
Earlier,
It's not worth.
you fought him in his arena, right?
Yeah, because like I dodge like one attack and he dies, but on BL4, it's like I have to fight him a little bit
But-
more.
Isn't there still like the punching attack, or can you stagger him through? Like there's a punching attack in phase 3, right? When you fight him in that cage, where he can perform like just a punch. It doesn't do. A lot
Oh
of
yeah,
damage.
he can punch. Yeah. He can do this 10 times right here. He can do Colbiana. He can punch you. Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Oh, he poisoned him in phase 1.
Yeah,
What is that beep, beep, beep?
He poisons him in the phase 1 because look at his HP right now. It goes down still in phase 2.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. I never
It helps
saw
just
that.
a little bit. Did you get pizza?
No, I had a delivery.
What did you get?
An adapter for my computer so I can plug in another monitor to it.
I was excited for food. I'm a big food boy. Also, Chicky got great RNG. This RNG is called Swedish, and it comes from speedruns. But basically, Swedish is when the Mikolash is gonna take the shorter path to the goal, right?
Oh, he
The
won't
goal
drop
is
down now.
that like next to the mirror. But if he's gonna take this spot, he can like stand in this specific spot and just throw poison knives at him. He's gonna get poisoned. You're just gonna stand there and take it like a bitch that he is, because he's the dumb boss.
I thought for a second you would say like a man.
No, he's not a man. He's a bitch. He just runs away. He's not a man.
Does anyone else hear that beeping?
Oh,
No?
nope.
BP?
Okay. I'm glad y'all don't hear it.
Also,
Cheeky
Ghost
is
is going
also-
towards. Cheeky is what?
Also pretty consistent on
Yeah, he's very
angles.
consistent. He has been grinding this game for a long time now, to be honest. He's been he got his old bosses not so long ago.
Hmm.
I wonder does he wants to do old boss for the DLC? I feel like it wouldn't take him that long. Sorry. He reminds me Dopamine a lot in his play style. It's like very refined strats and Posy. Just don't take any chance. Don't take any chances. Just go in. You know. And also, what I want to say that Ghost is going towards Cleric Beast, the hardest boss in the game, as she states in his splits.
It's like a one shot, right?
Well, I'll leave that as a surprise.
Okay, we'll see. A second.
Junkie, are you telling me that there is a Tesla delivery truck outside of your home?
There's just a delivery truck.
with no
You bought a
driver.
Tesla?
No, I didn't buy a Tesla. I already own a Tesla.
You own a Tesla?
Yes.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
But no, there's a delivery truck out here. It's a UPS truck, and they've got the truck in reverse, and I just hear beep, 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 beep.
Beep.
Holy shit.
And
you own a Tesla.
like I'm going crazy over here. I'm like, please stop.
Yell at them.
All that
And yeah,
Twitch
let's
money.
see the hardest boss in the game.
Oh yeah.
Aw, it's coming, chat.
Steal the truck. I mean, that would be a great thing to do, because then I'd have a bunch of packages if I don't know what, and we could just sell it on Amazon.
Holy
Holy
shit,
hell.
that damage.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Did I never mind.
Holy fuck. Okay, GG.
Oh.
What a fight.
GG, by the way.
What a fight.
What a fight. Yeah, that was very easy.
That's like a old demon king in all of
Yeah.
when you fight him at the very end or something.
And also, Lefty just got very good RNG on Rom and just destroyed him. Hell yeah.
He's not using his blood counter anymore, right?
Yeah, I mean, he kind of probably knows that he's either watching and he just knows that, like, oh, I guess I'm dead, dude.
Did anybody take any hits while I was gone?
No, not that I know of.
So Cheeky's going into Wet Nurse now?
Yes.
Yes, I think he's gonna go and grab a gem and Blood Rock, and that's gonna be it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So speaking of a lull in the excitement, it's really exciting to raise
what?
money for kids.
Oh my god, I am.
Oh yeah.
What are we at now? 606?
606,
Yeah.
68. So for those of you
Getting
who are
close to
not aware,
1,000. That's insane.
yeah, we blew through the first like 500 goal, but we are raising money for the Save the Children organization. They are providing resources and benefits to kids in need, especially in this case those who are particularly impacted by COVID-19. And if you weren't here earlier, I think just donate. I need to add aliases to all this stuff. There we go. But yeah, so if you weren't here earlier, McRafter was in, and he was explaining to us that the like $10 a day can feed a kid for 10 days, and $25 can feed an entire classroom of like 25 kids.
How
for a
much?
meal. So it was very interesting to hear that kind of stuff. But
I'm sorry, I didn't hear how much.
$10 a day can feed a kid for like 10 days is what he said. And then $25 would feed a classroom of 25 for a day or something like that. Or it was very, very interesting. And then there was like $50, I forget what it was. But it provided like a whole bunch of resources to them. And then on top of all that, it's kids around the world. It's not just like here in the States. It's not, in one particular location, but it's kids around the world. And so I find all this stuff to be very, very fascinating. And we're doing this as kind of like a lead up to the GG League Souls for Souls tournament the next weekend. And I know that both Eden and Dino are participating in that. And so,
Yes.
What games are y'all running?
Dark Souls. Eden is going for the whole.
I got
trilogy.
absolutely debated, man.
Did you just do the whole tournament by yourself?
Kinda. The thing
Eden
is,
a one-man team.
I signed up for DS1, DS2, DS3, Bloodborne. Okay, and I was like, wow, he's gonna choose me to one of those. No, bitch, you're running all.
You're doing all of them?
Yes.
So there,
Except for Bloodborne. No, I do 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I have to brush up on my trilogy skill.
so
Yeah.
let's roll this back a second, right? Udin Tissue, thank you for the $20 donation, and then with the comment, "Big dumb." But
Oh my, who's that?
my Udin Tissue. I don't know who Udin Tissue is. Just get the trilogy run. That's right.
Just get it, dude.
Just get it.
Yeah.
Just like no big deal.
Like,
I mean, Dino did it.
Getting,
Dino will do it
if I can
again.
do it. If I can do it, you can do
Oh, did I
it.
hit
Listen,
the wrong
Dino, I just gotta not play with Cam, and I'm just
I'm
gonna
doing the
put a
wrong
bot
thing.
of your of your run, okay?
We're running. We're running at the same time. We're running in the same round, right?
Listen, 2 Dinos, the amount of like sex appeal,
It would be
people won't
amazing,
even
right?
notice
Oh,
the difference.
hit on Lefty. The lady hit him.
So, what have y'all done? I want to say both of y'all have done the like trilogy tournament.
Yes. You mean the
yes.
Jerome trilogy?
Jerome trilogy, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I absolutely got demolished. I think in this
Yep.
one. I don't remember.
But
It's not Minecraft to Sunny, so I'm losing obviously. But it's Minecraft to Sunny right now, so I'm winning. It's sorry, it's just in the script, you know.
So when are you gonna sleep, Eden?
Wait, what?
When are you gonna sleep?
One day.
One day.
I don't know.
I can imagine Eden's like so good at these games. He goes into one, and he ends up like changing his strats after like learning like 3 things in the run. And comes back like the next week. He's like, I made my run 5 minutes faster, and I'm 73% less likely to get hit in 2 of these
I do
sections.
it. Like no meme, I do it all the time. Like I always find something else, something that will improve me on my run.
Eden needs to be sleep deprived, so it's fair for the rest of us.
we have 2 boss fights, by the way. Murgo on Cheeky and
Yes.
the what do you call it on Ghost? Celestials.
Celestial Emissary. But yeah, Celestial Blueberries. Yeah,
Blueberries of Ghost.
they look very cute, especially when they bleed. Smile.
The angry blueberries. Isn't
Oh my
there just
God,
like
the
a
combo.
big blueberry you're supposed to be beating up?
Yeah, there's this small blueberry that after some damage it just become big blueberry.
Until like you just one cycle him.
Yeah, unless you just destroy it.
Blueberry
That
lives
happens
matter. That's
too.
right. And now Ghost is in there like breaking through the windows and all. Man, they need to send her a bill. Like,
Oh my God! Look at the furniture.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
She's still hitless.
They paid
Still
for
doing
that.
great. Well, not only coming in, guns blazing, destroying windows and stuff, she's also killing everyone inside, which is probably not very nice. That's like John Wick of Bloodborne, basically.
Ghost is
when
the
you think
John
about
Wick
it.
of Bloodborne.
That's
Yeah.
John Wick of Bloodborne. Oh, nice.
They killed Ghost Blueberry, and now she's on the revenge. On the prowl. Quick strat for Epi. Very good.
So
Actually, yeah.
do just kind of veering off in left field here with a question. Do either of you know how to do the no hit strat for Bed of Chaos without the fire bombs?
Absolutely fucking not.
I have no idea. If I die to Better Chaos,
I'm pretty sure
I
this
can
boss
wake
was
up-
not designed to fight.
If I die to Better Chaos on Friday, I'm fucked. I'm pretty much fucked. I have no idea how to fight Better Chaos or how to get through this
Same.
fight.
Well, do you are you just gonna go in there and firebomb it?
Of course, yeah.
Trust me, this boss does not deserve better. No, but I know Colma used to do that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Comer does it.
Jesus.
Is Ghost on German?
No. She's going to... What if Ataran Batman? So I assume it's Amygdala. Next split. Or maybe it's actually... Yeah, I think she might be actually going to Witches.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not a bad idea. You're gonna get Witches, you want to get the tool. You're gonna get some stamina going and some... Because the two most important runes, I would say, in all boss, in any percent you never use it. In all boss, you might want to use the 20% rune, additional stamina rune, and additional visceral damage, which is very useful. I think it's very important. Wound presence. And also, honestly, it's very interesting to see Ghost doing Melee because I never. And she's very good at.
And after which you go for Logarius, right? Because you're.
I mean, technically,
Oh no,
yeah.
you can't. She can't because doesn't have the invitation, right?
Invitation.
Or
Oh yeah,
did you
maybe.
get it
Maybe she's
already?
just gonna. I mean, that's not gonna be very ideal because when she's gonna come back, all the enemies are back alive, right? But what I like to do is like on the way to Witches, I kill a lot of enemies and then I just take the trip. And if I don't want to fight Logarius, I just take the lamp then. But it's at least
Yeah,
I don't have to
technically
run
you
for
can
this.
just port back to the Witch's lamp and then go to Logarius, right? Because you're so near it, like it's at
Yeah,
that
yeah,
pillar
yeah.
near the Witches.
I also, I would say Hemwick is probably the hardest running sections in all boss.
Even though you have like infinite blue elixirs.
Yes, still, it's very tight. There's just so many enemies that you run past, and if you're gonna have
Yeah.
like a wrong line, some people can just poke you.
Also, we have a donation from EMS for $20 for the kids.
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 Nice. For the kids. Oh, Cleric Beast for cheeky.
Oh my god.
That's right.
Intense fight coming up.
Intense fight, intense music.
Oh, he's buffing himself. Holy
Oh my god. Leave him alone, dude. The fuck?
Don't do it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
GG
what a
easy.
fight. What a fight.
Prey slaughter. I mean, literally, that's like 3 seconds. And if I don't pay attention 100% when that happens, I miss the the zoom in.
I have perfect thing for that. Yeah, so far so good. Also goes buffing up for this section. Oh, she heals them. Okay. But yeah,
I have to
Ghosts obviously doing great. Also, Chicky is going to Witches right now as well. Which I'm very surprised that people don't want to go to Clinic right off the bat, because it's like, if you really don't want to fight Logarius, just don't. But goddamn, grab this lamp.
Is Logarius hard?
It's
on
like
a
a
level run?
count. On level run, I would not say so. I would say if you land the loop in phase 1, he's not difficult at all. In my opinion.
It feels
He can get out of it, and he has a
Yeah.
couple of attacks that he can do. But there is a specific loop that I learned like really recently that makes it almost 100% every time, especially on
Okay.
leveled. So there is a consistent strat for it. There are consistent strats for them. I know some people likes to like run around and just do like dash at once, which is pretty. I mean, if you want to, it's not very good, in my opinion.
Like the way Eden talks about this, because he's like, if you want to do that,
I mean, you can, but you know.
he's like, I wouldn't encourage you to do it, but you can.
I encourage good strats. Okay. I'm gonna break it down.
And witches are also pretty easy, right? Like the
Yeah. Especially if you're
They-
gonna go and drain your insight. I don't know if she's gonna do it with insight or without. But
So-
she looks like.
So
But
how
she looks
how does that change that fight with insight or without insight?
Okay, so basically every time you enter a boss fight, so how it works is that you get 1 point of insight. Every time you enter the boss fight, you get insight. And just got destroyed. Oh my god. She just got hit by the lady. Unfortunate.
For real? Oh no.
Yeah. So no headless. But yeah, how it works, basically, if you have insight, in this boss fight, the Witches of Hemwick will spawn these creatures or whatever. And yeah, right there. And of course, if you don't have insight, you don't have to deal with them, and they have like very limited amount of attacks, if any. They usually just look at you and like, what are you doing? You know, kind of deal.
Oh, she missed the backstep there.
Yeah,
right?
she missed the backstep. That was very unlucky.
So we don't have any all boss no hits for the qualifiers.
Finals, maybe.
Unfortunate. Yep. We all failed.
Am I missing the Witch of Hemwick fight here? I'm typing in other numbers.
Oh damn. Extended fights actually looks pretty scary as well. This one. So yeah, GG to Ghost. She's currently going to and picking up her. How is it called again? Rune Workshop tool. Yeah, and because of that, she can like put the runes on herself, and it's gonna be a couple of buffs. And Jiggy doing literally the same. Do they have the same route? Almost the same route. I guess Cheeky leaves like the easy stuff for later, because like with 50 skill or whatever Cheeky has right now, Amygdala is gonna be like literally one shot.
Kitty. The kitty is meowing.
Bring it on stream. Maybe you just want to commentate.
Who is this? What? What did I miss?
The cat, our cat. She's
Oh, the cat.
she's meowing. Lily. No hit cat.
No hit cat, Lily.
She did all the runs.
Oh damn. Can I have one? Can I have a cat like that?
Of course.
He's a cat man.
All the runs from her bed to the litter and back.
Yes.
See, Dino wants a cat that does not need food and does not need to go to the bathroom and is only there for cuddles.
You mean only? Or I want a cat only for cuddles.
No, I'm saying like
Yes.
yes. But
Okay.
like the cat doesn't need to go to the bathroom, it doesn't need food, and just it is there just to walk around, be cuddly, and yes.
So plushy, basically. I would love to have a cat, man. I miss my cat.
Did you have a cat before?
Yeah, I
Bye.
have 2 cats.
Oh man.
Unfortunate.
Man, these ladies are super aggressive. Holy shit.
Yeah, they run at you like so fast. You have to kill them like either with throwing knives or something. But the thing is, oh my god, what is Left doing?
What the fuck?
Okay,
Just jumped in.
Who's doing what?
interesting.
Did Cheeky just bounce out of that fight?
He just jumped. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
it was a mistake.
I'm pretty sure Chicky won. Yeah, you see, he went into this fight with 0 inside, but as soon as he gets into the boss fight, you get inside. So what he's doing, that he's running into the boss fight, he's marking out, and then going to spend this 1 inside and go back and fight witches and just beat up an old woman.
Wow, that's really mean.
I mean, yeah,
If you have one inside,
that's part of the charm.
If you have one inside, these whatever they are spawn, right, and come at you, trying to beat you up.
Yes.
Or
yes.
I mean, I don't know what these enemies are called.
I don't know, too. I call them spawns, I guess.
Angry butlers.
The spawns.
Angry battlers, yeah. Oh, I know how
Angry,
Ghost
hairy.
called. I know how Ghost called these enemies. She calls them jizz boys.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, they're made of jizz, I guess.
And now back to our sponsor.
I'm sorry.
I'm joking. I'm
All the
joking.
kids.
Oh. Oh, so the first time I played this game, I didn't have enough insight to see the amygdalas. The Lefty took 2 hits,
Oh my lord.
but I didn't have
Oh, what
enough
Oh,
insight.
okay.
to-
He just. I don't really understand what the hell is he doing there. He killed one Ramon, right? Or did he not? I actually don't know anymore, dude. His route is so weird. He's like doing his first playthrough.
Apparently, I have it wrong. Cheeky's
13
back,
hits
apparently.
Oh, thank you, Pixel. Cheeky's back.
Back again.
Back again. Yeah, and Ghost is going to Amygdala right now. Which is, what if a tarantula but with hands? That actually just kind of creeps me the fuck out for some reason. Dude,
But I
Cheeky
think
is
there's
fucking massive. Like, look at him.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to
You
see
know-
him stand
Oh.
up, to be honest.
You know the character the Mountain from Game of Thrones?
That's just
Yeah.
Cheeky.
That's cheeky.
Did you guys know that he actually streams on Twitch, this guy?
Oh, the half your
The Mountain?
Yeah.
man. I didn't know he streams on Twitch. Was he stream
Yeah,
fitness?
he has like,
Cheeky Blinder?
yeah, some just chatting, some fitness, yeah. He basically, recently he streamed like the gender reveal party for his kid.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a professional bodybuilder.
Yeah,
Like,
the
he
mountain-
recently got I don't know if I can call it, but PB of like 490 something kilos in deadlift.
Yeah. He's going for 501,
World records, yeah.
which is nuts.
90 what kilos? 9?
No, 501 kilo.
5.
Yeah, he's going for the world record basically.
Holy shit.
He's the smallest of his siblings.
Holy shit.
What is the world record?
500.
504?
Oh, was it 504? Is it? I thought he was going. I thought it was 500.
Let me see.
I know we're all like looking it up now. Anyway, but yeah, that's crazy. If he's the smallest out of his like siblings, it's like you aren't supposed to, you know, give them steroids in the womb.
just their mom just steroids in the milk, you know.
Oh.
He's gonna be a big man.
Alpha, yeah, go for it.
I remember, yeah. I remember him telling that he was in America. Like Americans were trying to pronounce his name, and his name is Haftor, and they're like, Haftor? That's stupid. Can't you be like Fultor?
Alpha. That's amazing. Okay. Let's see this. I'm not pulling it up on stream, but what? He's the shortest of those, and he's like massive.
Holy hell, yeah. I thought they're like gonna be as, you know, as heavy as them, but yeah. Holy hell.
And it's not like, whenever you see his brothers, it's not like he's just like an inch shorter. It's a lot shorter.
It's a lot shorter, yeah.
Holy fuck.
That's crazy.
The units, man.
Absolute.
Yeah. Also, as we can see, Cheeky right now has zero insight and like nothing is spawning around. It's just him, Grandma, and the other Grandma.
If you have zero insight, how do you get this run?
Wait, what? If you have zero insight, then what?
How do you get this run? How do you no hit this? You have no insight.
Well, there are ways, like cheating. Imagine that family on an NBA team. Jesus. I would just put my entire body in the strap and just die, just lie down. He also goes in the cane host. I think she's going to Logaris right now.
Is this the
She
last
called it.
one? No, you got Moon Presence after this.
Yeah, Moon Presence. Disgusting old pervert is definitely German. But yeah, I think that's all, right? Yeah, she got all of them. And maybe we're gonna see a tiebreak.
From Ghost and shit, yeah. You're right. So we'll get to see DLC again.
We're gonna see some
What is the hardest
DLC.
boss in DLC?
Well, that's
Lawrence.
the thing. Is
Today it's Lawrence.
we need Ghost and Cheeky to finish to see where they're at.
Yeah.
Because the wheels
honestly,
could fall
I
off the
think the
bus.
hardest boss to just understand is probably Orphan. He's very difficult to understand, but he's very rewarding, I would say, and it's 100% skill.
Orphan, okay.
Orphan is so cool. Like, it's so satisfying to pull off, like, no roll, no hit. It's just the best feeling.
A couple of weeks ago, I saw a video from Donnie on YouTube, and he did a BL4 Orphan without phase transition. Like, Orphan wasn't going into phase 2.
Oh, did
Yeah,
he
you
just...
can do that sometimes, but he has it has to be both good RNG and like very skillful juggling of the loop.
Yeah, you've got to like stay on top of Orphan for that to happen.
Yeah, true.
Oh, the cutscene.
Oh man, we get to watch some sweet
Look at
videos.
this. With a crown.
Ghost is like, we can take our time, sit back, enjoy the whole thing.
She even turned out the
Beautiful.
splits, man. Dude, I don't even remember how this cutscene looks like. I don't remember last time I watched it.
Well, that's the
Yeah,
thing.
you
Is like,
just run into that fight and just spam the start button. Or how do you skip cutscenes? Start button, right?
Options button. I'm sorry. This control doesn't have start. I feel very offended.
Eden's been triggered.
I'm triggered. I'm absolutely triggered. There's no start, dude. There's options. Check
Okay,
your
then,
facts.
It's called options for real?
Yeah. You have share on the left, and you have options on the right.
Let me.
I didn't know.
He is correct. You have share on the left.
You
You play on a PS4 controller?
I'm playing.
I
with
mean, I am.
controller, yeah. Of course, you have to. It's Bloodborne is PS4 only.
Sorry, my brain just stopped working. I thought I thought like we were talking about PC. Like you play a PS4 controller on PC.
No, of course not. Let's put it this way. I like to play with the Xbox controller. PS4 is not my favorite. It's not bad, but I think
I love
Xbox
PS4 controller.
is better.
And this shit is so durable too. I throw it against the wall and didn't even flinch. I actually have a dent in my wall. No joke. And I have this control for 2 years, and like literally, this thing is just so durable. And I never had the Xbox control in my hands actually. But just something about the sticks being like one on the upper side and the other one, a little bit below is like kind of. It would make the grip weird for me, I think.
Yeah, same here. Like I prefer the PS4 controllers because the sticks are even.
Yeah, and also
That's what I
claw,
don't like.
Yeah, claw would be a little like, for example, like you have your thumb on your thumbstick, on Xbox, and then you have to extend your finger to like D-pad, like so much. Whereas on PS4 you have it like way closer.
Yeah.
Did anybody remember the original Xbox controllers?
Nope.
They were massive. Absolute chonkers.
I've never seen them. I never had the Xbox in my life.
The new PlayStation controller are looking a little bit like Xbox.
Yeah, the new PlayStation controls look super chunky. That's true.
Oh, is that a hit?
Yeah.
That's a hit, right?
Absolutely.
That's
Who
a
hit?
stagger.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who got hit?
Lefty got
Lefty.
hit by the spell from Brain Sucker.
Oh, it actually procced?
Yeah, he got hit, but he didn't like come up and grab him because that's what usually they do. But he got hit by the enemy spell, so by sheer definition, it's a hit. And also Ghost on the disgusting old pervert.
It's one of the hardest boss fights, right?
Oh man.
In all vanilla.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, definitely.
I'm looking at Xbox controllers, like the original Xbox, and they're just massive. But I'm trying to find like a good one that shows like a good comparison. It's just not there.
Oh, Ghost is gonna see some face free.
So which is the hardest face for Gehrman?
In my opinion, phase 2. But phase 3 is no slouch too. The thing is, like, people don't really see it on leveled Nohitron, but phase 1 is basically just Scythe. Scythe is very easy parryable. Phase 2, you have to play, in my opinion, at least very close, because then you can strafe very easily almost every attack if you play like in his face. Even like today on the run, I just when as soon as he got to the phase 2, I was like in his face trying to strafe attack because it's super easy. And in phase 3, you see this aura around him. It's power armor basically, and you cannot over punish too much. You cannot. I usually only go for one attack.
Yeah.
Well, that was close.
Yeah,
But these-
and also in
these-
phase 3, he gets additional attacks on both phases, both scythe and sword, and as we can see, he can switch freely between them. That's
think
all.
the-
Yeah, sorry, Dino.
These wooden, whatever they are, they're a problem, right?
Crosses, not that big actually. It fucks more with Moon Presence because she has like a massive hitbox, and sometimes she can get stuck on him. But like, with Gammon, it's not a problem. Actually, I lost a run recently to Gammon. By the way, GG on that. I lost a run to Gammon because he was in phase 3 and he like switched to Scythe. And no, he switched from Scythe to Sword, and I went a little bit
Yeah,
closer.
I saw that.
And then he immediately switched from
switched
Sword
again,
to
yeah.
Scythe, and
Yeah.
that fucked me. I was like, oh cool, I guess I'm 2 hours into the run and just lost it like that.
Okay, Lefty is running to.
Also, Tricky is going to German.
But Moon Presence is looking really cool. Like it's real.
You know what? It must be one of the coolest looking bosses, and then simultaneously be one of the shittiest bosses in the franchise.
Wait, so that
This cutscene. Holy shit! What the fuck? That's it.
imagine getting sniffed by the Moon Presence. You didn't wear deodorant today. I'm gonna kill you.
And also, yeah, what is Ghost trying to do right here? She's trying to prime her limbs, and because she can prime her limbs, she's gonna skip the attack that is basically unavoidable if once she gets into phase 2. That's basically what the whole difficulty is about. It's about skipping this one shoot attack that is unavoidable, basically.
On that's a hit. Like in BL4, it's not a hit, right? Because it's
On BL4, it's not a hit because you go down. You basically put your HP to 1.
Okay.
That is why it's not a hit on BL4 because it's
Oh,
not not
you
it's
go
not
into
avoidable.
the fight. You go
Yeah, I
into
go
the
into the fight
with
with 1 HP. Yes.
Okay, do you do it by fall damage or how do you?
Yeah,
do
fall
you
damage
shoot?
and blood bullets.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you can't kill yourself with blood bullets?
No, you cannot kill yourself, no. But you can
Okay.
kill yourself with fall damage.
Yeah, of course.
I'm pretty sure Dano is
I
well aware of
managed
that
to do
fact.
that.
Oh my god. Oof.
But on that same note, Dino did do a really good job on that run.
On what? The SL1?
Yeah, the SL1 where you were setting up RTSR.
Yeah, that was yeah. Yeah. The RTSR. But it was just like I had just 2 good days. They're good and they're bad days, and these days were pretty good for me. GG.
Ghost got
GG to Ghost. 1 hit, right?
yeah, 1 hit.
Yeah.
Chad distracted him.
Wait, who distracted him?
Sure, blame it on Chad, Dino.
On
Listen, every hit is
I never
if,
blame them.
every hit
Chad.
is Chat's fault. That's true.
Of course.
Chat, goddammit, he too funny. Stop being funny. How am I able to know at this game when Chat is doing the funny thing, huh? GG the Ghost. I think it's over, right? I think she killed everybody.
Yeah, we're waiting on Cheeky to finish.
Yes. Are we gonna watch Lefty's run till the end?
If Lefty wants to.
Oh, that's a Posy route, right? Posy isn't doing like or is not doing Moon as the last boss. I think Cheeky is doing the Posy route with Amygdala as last boss.
Maybe. I don't remember. Posy has been running Bloodborne so long ago.
Let's get Ghost in here.
Ghost doesn't need to go into DLC unless Ghost wants to.
deal.
The reason why is because there are 3 people, including Ghost, that have 1 hit. And at this point, unless Cheeky just completely like falls apart and gets more than 5 hits, or gets up to 5 hits, there's no need to go into DLC. I hope that makes sense.
Makes sense.
What are the standings?
What was that?
Wait,
Oh.
I'm just looking at the standings.
Oh, the standings. So Eden Issue with 1 hit. DLC distance was Lady Maria, 3rd boss. Gimme Dopamine with 1 hit. DLC distance was a hit after Ludwig during a running section.
So unless Cheeky is gonna get absolutely plowed by next couple of bosses, there's no way.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of like GG Cheeky.
GG.
Yeah, so the only situation where we would need anybody to go into DLC at this point is if Cheeky got 4 more hits.
Yeah. Honestly, I can't see that happening. He's doing so good.
He got hit?
Did he?
No.
What?
Oh damn!
Can we get a
I didn't
clip
see
on that? I didn't see it either. Of course, I was looking at a
Well,
spreadsheet, so.
Yeah, me too. Wait. I'm going to the bottom.
Okay, guys. Let's get Ghost in here for some
Yeah, totally.
some interview. Hello, Ghost.
Hey,
Hey,
hello.
yes.
Ghost, congrats.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Insane run.
GG on the
Thank
run.
you.
And only got like elbowed by the witch. That was very unfortunate.
that only
She
lady.
just
Oh my god.
did not stagger.
Yeah. You like roll into it and it's like didn't give a shit.
Yeah, like how dare you? I almost got fucked over by Moon Presence. Her head didn't break on the charged R2.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
really?
Yeah, like
You don't prime it?
I do. Like I do 2 head. I do one counter hit damage to the head, 1 counter hit, and usually a
Oh,
charged R2 will break it, but sometimes it does not. So that's where
Fuck. That's
the
so good.
the L1 comes in clutch.
Okay.
Yeah, I see.
Well, that was an amazing run, Ghost. Thanks so much
Still
for.
a great run, yeah.
Thank you.
Indeed. So, Ghost, you're going in tomorrow to the
Awesome.
to the finals.
Who am I against?
Right now, it's Eden and Dopamine,
Okay.
and you, and then Cheeky, as long as Cheeky gets under 5 hits.
Okay.
So,
Yes, GG the Ghost, insane run, and also it's I'm saying that's from like my perspective. It's so nice to see you run melee, just to see how are you like how to say it nicely. It's just so nice to see you do some melee, you know?
Yeah. It honestly feels nice to do melee. There's just so much less busy work.
Yeah, no like setup, no go.
Yeah.
You just zoom for the map.
And it's cool to see, even after you've been doing Arcane for so long, like you're still insanely consistent on a wide variety of runs. It's really, really cool to see.
Thank you, Josh.
did you want to do any DLC stuff and us keep you up on the screen?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
All right.
Cool. Thanks so much, Ghost.
Enjoy your DLC.
I will.
Cool.
Okay. See you guys.
See ya.
See you, Ghost.
Okay,
Follow
so
Ghost. She's awesome. Amazing runner.
indeed, very much so.
Oh my god, Cheeky just got robbed, dude.
What happened?
Wait, let me clip
missed it.
that. Dude, everyone would have missed that. You can see just fucking arm just be like in the corner of the screen and like it not even connecting with Cheeky, but this idiot boss just it's like whole on another level of bullshit TV. Yeah, he got straight up bashed by Moon. Yeah. Yeah, let me clip that really quick. If Twitch clip function would work though, that would be very
Okay, it's
nice.
been broken for me too, so
Oh really?
yeah.
Cool.
Can we get a link to the timestamp in the VOD?
220 I think it's nice to me. Oh, okay, I have a clip.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
What is left? Oh my lord, what is it?
Lefty's trying to cheese Mikolash. That's yeah. He basically trying to put him in the same place that Cheeky got, but trying to just poison him.
Okay, like that he runs to the left, basically.
Yeah,
Whoa,
basically the
that-
Swedish RNG. Yeah, that hit was so dumb, and that's just Moon in a fucking nutshell for you.
That's that hit was just like so far, you know.
Yeah. You're very unlucky. Lefty are running around. What the hell? Oh, okay, he got the good RNG. He can just now... Yeah, he can now just poison him right now.
What a disgusting hit on Moon Presence.
Yeah, and he was
Yeah,
in
that
full
was-
sprinting mode. Holy shit!
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't die, honestly, because counter damage in this game is insane.
It's like not even close. What
Yeah,
even on
yeah.
hitboxes?
Yeah. And I think it's just the combination of shit and also like the Terran as well, which is like Jesus.
Oh yeah. Man,
Mm.
those two fights would be so much better if they weren't on a hill.
Yeah, I was preaching that for years now. Like if these fights would be like on a flat surface, they would be a fucking breeze every time. I think Cheeky is gonna do the L1 strat. It looks like it, yeah. He's just gonna dash in, L1, dash out. And I think 5 L1s is enough to prime it just before the phase 2. Oh my god, the hiccup.
And it's always the same: dash in, L1, dash out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a big boy.
Are we gonna have 3 fights?
Yeah. 3 fights? No, 2 fights.
Well, let's say 1.5.
Yeah. How to call it a fight, really. You know what? Mikolash deserves it. Fuck him. He absolutely deserves.
What is this Mikolash cheese strat that I'm seeing?
So I was explaining this before, but basically he put it in the favorite part in which like Mikolash cannot see him and he does not run away. But you know, we can see him and you can throw stuff at him like poison knives.
Oh, nice. And then you just do circles.
I mean, you can do circles, you can do backflips, you can just stand there. It doesn't change much. Jack went for the circle strat though. Very consistent.
Very consistent, apparently. Very.
GG.
GG.
We got two bosses slaughtered at basically the same time.
Oh my god. But yeah. Rest should be really a breeze for him.
Hold up a
Oh, man.
second. We got a $50 donation from Lucky Rabbit King. Came from Squilla's stream. Love what you guys are doing. Thank you, Lucky Rabbit King.
We love you.
That brings us up to $696.68. Who wants to donate $3.32 to bring it up to 700 even?
That's insane, dude. 700. That's
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
700 one day. Hell yeah.
You guys are killing it.
Is it gonna be the like the parts of the? Is it gonna be separate pool on the GG souls, or is it gonna be like matched for the same purpose? You know what I mean? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of tired and I cannot English.
No, I totally get what you're saying. It's all going to the same, like it's all going as part of the GG Souls, or the GG League Souls for Souls kind of bucket. But I think they're gonna have a separate. I need to look at the dashboard, but I think there's gonna be a separate bar for that potentially.
So Raptor will not start with like a 700 dollar bar or something. I don't know.
Let me
Oh,
check.
okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
But I might have that wrong. Let me check. Do I even know how to? How do I do campaigns?
No clue.
Someone just donated.
Now we're on Celestial Emissary, the Angry Blueberries.
The angry blueberries. Blueberries lives matter.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this all is in the same bucket. It all falls in the same bucket.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Thank you.
Okay, hold on a second. We got some more donations here. Shadowright with $40 donation. Sorry I haven't been able to sit in for the full stream today. We also are also supposed to be getting a bad storm today. I will try to be here for as much as possible. I was glad to contribute what I could though, and I will be here in spirit, if not virtually in body. We appreciate you. We appreciate the donation as well. Oh, Shady Dutchy.
Thank you so much.
1332 just says perfection. We're up to $750.
Oh hell yeah.
$750. Isn't that Pog Champ right there?
Perfection. Shady is all about perfection.
You guys are a bunch of Pog champions, says Zero.
Thank you, Zero. But
No, you. I know, we're 3/4 of the way to 1K. Isn't that nuts?
And there's still finals tomorrow.
We still got the finals. Who knows? We might hit 1,500 tomorrow.
Tomorrow is gonna be another 700. Easy.
Eden, did you happen to hear any of the memes from the first bracket? There was some talk
What?
about you.
What did you guys talk about me? Now I really want to know.
It's fine. No, it's cool. Don't worry.
No, tell me. Just tell me. Dude.
There might be a clip.
Clip of what? Don't make me look for it.
Everybody's like,
I'm gonna look
what?
for it. I'm
Don't-
gonna use it against you. I'm gonna use it against Pixie too, because she's in it. I can see it.
That evil laugh.
You better tell me right now, or there will be consequence.
I'll find it.
Gonna find the memes.
By the Maymays.
Hey, look who it is. It's the Angry Horse.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
The Ludwig, the Run Destroyer.
The Run Destroyer.
Nice. Yeah, for me at least.
Why is Cheeky fighting Abby legit?
some people fight like that because they're not comfy with the fast strat. The thing is, if you're gonna mess up a fast strat, it's the same thing like Amelia or like
Okay.
Amygdala. If you're gonna mess it up, well, it might be some problems.
Is it as precise?
I would say it's one of the precisest strats.
Okay.
Lefty Jack
I
died.
feel like I. Ooh, nice. I feel like I see a lot of Pawsy influence in Cheeky's run.
Yeah, I
Just in
think so
some
as
of the
well.
strats. They're very like, what do you call it?
Positive.
They're very positive.
Oh, that's the attack you want, right? Uh-huh. Okay.
They're very like calculated, very consistent, very like they're not really risky, which is cool. It's really good for a
Okay,
run like this.
this is a one cycle though.
This is kind of crazy.
Ooh, look at
Look at that.
Oh, Ghost got horsed.
Damn.
Oh, Horst.
Oh no.
All right.
Don't look at that clip in chat.
Oh my.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh,
my.
my.
Oh, he's looking at it.
Oh. My God.
Oh, is this the bucket?
Josh, we gotta talk
No.
after the stream, okay?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna slide. into
Everything.
DM's
No,
chat.
no. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
Oh, do I need to have sound on to listen to this?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I'll save it for later.
But yes, Amygdala left, right? Easy peasy. Well, he should be. Also, Lefty is fighting Shadows again, because he had so much fun fighting the first time that he's fighting them again. 4 at the same time though now.
Is Lefty just off the reservation at this point?
I mean, yeah.
It's all good. I think we're at 16 for Lefty. It's a Mosan clip. But it's all good.
And at this point, Ghost doing DLC is just like a
A nice touch.
fun, keeping it, keeping the entertainment going. I wonder if she'll take this run into Chalices if she does all DLC at 0 hits.
That's actually not a
I
bad
mean,
idea.
She just died to Ludwig, so.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. that would put a damper on things.
Well, it'd put
Although
a
I think
damper
her
on things, but
PB on the melee route is like I think it's 9 right now, or something like that.
Wait, what? 9. Could you repeat?
So her all-time best PB is 4, but that was on the on the arcane route.
Oh, okay.
And she's like taking separate PBs for the melee, I think.
Oh, okay.
She's just playing for fun and practice. Okay, thanks, Filthy. Thank you.
yeah. So at this point, Lefty is at cap.
What was the hit cap for this tournament?
15.
Okay.
15.
So if he gets hit once more, he's basically.
I mean, no one else got.
Yeah.
More hits than him.
Yeah.
But even still, like he's having a fun
But he
time
could
enjoying it.
technically finish his run though.
Yeah. Whenever he was DMing me last night, he said like he was basically doing this for fun and for entertainment, which is like perfect.
That's all we ever wanted.
Yeah. I mean that's what all this is for fun, for entertainment. Also, raising money for the kids.
That's right. That's what this is about. The kids. Do it for the kids.
Doing
Yeah.
a hell of a job so far.
The children.
I'm pretty. I mean, yeah. For the kids. But I also really want to win. But also for the kids. Just kidding. Okay.
You
Just
want
kidding.
to win for the kids.
I want to. Yeah, exactly. For the kids.
Eden, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to just like flex a little bit here. How many tournaments have you won at this point?
3. 2
3
solo, 1
tournaments?
team based. Yes.
Oh,
And
shit.
in every tourney that I participated, I've been in the finals.
Okay.
Man. Weird flex, but
well.
okay.
I mean, I was literally asked.
Yeah, what? Look at this jerk bragging over here.
Hey dude, what is your GPA? Oh, you know, like 4.5. Wow, what the fuck?
Wow.
Shut the fuck up, you nerd. Imagine.
I'm just giving you a hard time, Eden.
Yeah, I know. I was never the favorite kid. GG to Cheeky though. Hell yeah.
Is Shiki done?
Job.
Easy. Yeah, Cheeky just killed every single boss from the main game
Man.
without DLC. Congrats.
Cool.
And he's officially in. So how are the standings looking like now?
Say that again?
How are the standings looking like now?
Standings right now are Eden issue with 1 hit, finished in 156.16. Dopamine with 1 hit, finished in.
You guys can see that, but I'm dabbing now. But yeah.
No. This is why we need the cam.
Other than like
You got
Eden's very
past the
very
cam.
flashy suits.
Mm-hmm.
So then we have dopamine. Oh, by the way, that was with DLC for Eden, in case he didn't dab hard enough.
Oh my god, dude.
Dopamine had 1 hit at 2:17.26 without the DLC. Do we even know what Ghost time is? I'm sure Ghost is in. And then Cheeky is,
She didn't quit
I
the
don't
game.
recall what it was.
No, she didn't quit the game at all.
we just need to. At this point, we're just hanging out. So everybody's done. I need to turn people off apparently.
Oh my god. What
Ooh.
a turn up, dude.
We're just gonna like leave them up there while we talk. Do we know what Cheeky's time was?
He's checking this right now. I would assume like maybe 220.
Oh,
my god,
perfectly
dude.
220.
Oh my
Holy
God.
shit.
How did you do that?
Wait, what?
Oh my god, dude.
Pre-recorded.
Confirmed.
You watched his stream or something?
No, like I swear I was literally I'm literally like putting bread on some cinnamon raisin bread.
No, I mean Eden.
Or
I
some
mean Eden.
butter?
That was perfect. Holy shit, that guess. It was literally 220.
Oh,
We want to bring in Cheeky and or Lefty
yeah, we can bring in
course,
the both
yeah.
of them.
for some beautiful interviews. You guys are welcome to join if you like.
All right, so everybody knows who's.
Did he say putting bread onto bread?
I did not mean to say putting bread onto bread, but I think I did.
Listen,
I meant butter on bread.
There's
getting
nothing
those
better.
carbs in is very important.
That's right.
Yeah. There's nothing better.
I was enjoying my sandwich with some bread, dude.
That's right.
My bread sandwich. It's a piece of rye between 2 pieces.
That's
of
what I
sausage.
used to eat in college, dude.
Well, you
I
guys
didn't have to
don't
eat
rock and
that.
roll with the sourdough between two a brioche bun. Oh
I
man,
should try it again.
the man, the myth, the legend is Cheeky Blinder.
Is
Around.
Cheeky Blinder here?
Is Cheeky
Yes,
Blinder?
he-
No, I'm
No, he's
sitting here
not.
shoving my foot in my mouth.
Get your foot out of there, junkie.
Between
What'd
the
I tell you
bread
about
on
that?
bread. Oh, there's Cheeky.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, there's
There he
Cheeky.
is. Holy shit, what a run.
Hell
Cheeky's
yeah.
muted,
Blind.
so I can't like adjust the volume.
The suspense.
It's killing me.
How this man sounds like. We need to know.
I know.
Cheeky, you have a bottom left corner.
Can we unmute you for you?
It's done now, right? Can you hear me?
Ah,
We
Yes,
can hear you.
yes.
Hold on. Let's.
Sorry, guys. My first time doing this. I'm such a pleb.
So
Great run, though. Congratulations, dude.
Thank you, guys.
Good hit run. And that
Yeah,
one
great
moon
run,
hit,
man.
dude. That one moon hit was just a fucking, I don't know.
Yeah,
was
I
good.
made a wrong call, to be honest. I shouldn't have run from her, but dodged in.
Yeah, you got very unlucky
But
because
yeah.
it's very rare that she's gonna like charge when you're that close. But yeah, and also, well, it's hard to predict. But it was really good run.
What was the second?
Thank you, Eden, man. Really means a lot.
right? Yeah, no worries, man.
Yeah, I'm really satisfied with this result. I don't know what the other runners did. Are they still running? Or
No, we
Ghost
all
is
finished.
basically just going through the DLC just because.
Yeah.
okay,
Goes
okay.
to the one hit run.
Yeah.
But
So
currently in
Darrow?
the finals, it.
the finals.
Yeah, but currently,
this,
yeah, maybe you can say it.
yeah. So the finals right now are Eden, Gimme Dopamine, Cheeky Blinder, and Goes on Ghost. I apparently have, the sixth sense of time because I guessed your run basically right on, Cheeky.
You.
That's nice, man.
I was like, okay,
Thank you for
what
the
he did
confidence.
220, and it was like 220-30.
Oh, it was you? I thought it was Eden.
Wait, what?
What?
I for real,
What?
I
I
thought
don't
it
know
was
what's
Eden
happening.
guessing the 220. It was you?
I'm
Did-
so-
what? I'm super confused
This
now.
is
What?
This is incredibly awkward.
Oh, did Eden guess it on the money?
I did. I, said
think we had
220.
multiple.
Oh,
we must have had multiple simultaneous guesses.
Yeah, I wasn't really paying that much attention. Sorry, I'm a huge jerk now.
No, you're
Right
a
on
beautiful
time.
jerk.
Anyway,
Yeah, guys. I don't really know what to say, else I'm a little flabbergasted now. I want to thank you for the opportunity to let me run into this
Thank you
tournament.
so
I had
much
a
for
blast.
participating.
of course,
Yeah,
of
no
course.
worries. And see you tomorrow. And can we have claps with Jack as well?
Indeed. Is Jack gonna come in here and join us?
All right, guys. Take care. I'll see you
Indeed.
tomorrow.
Have a good one, Cheeky.
We need to have like
Bye-bye.
a 5-minute
Bye-bye.
round of applause.
Yeah, bye bye.
Is it gonna be like school where we have to clap
like
in like a circle?
Just like everybody clap simultaneously.
No.
Nope. Nope.
Oh.
We clapped in the chat. We clap now. It's fine. Okay.
Oh, man,
I
these
think I'm
cats.
gonna bail as well.
Okay.
It's almost 1
Same
a.m.
for me.
for me.
Same for
And
me, guys.
Thank you guys
Go
for
to
having me.
sleep.
Thank you guys
Yep,
for having me
beautiful
on
Europeans.
commentary. I don't feel like I did that well today because when I'm tired, I can't speak English. Like that's just it.
You did well. You
Yeah.
did well.
No, I
Same
don't
for me,
think
guys.
so.
Thank you so much for giving me that opportunity to cast my first tournament in English, actually. And I'm sorry for all the mistakes, the
I mean-
language mistakes.
The Native American over here, Danos Guile, saying that his English is terrible.
Yeah, it's getting better slowly.
So
the
anyway,
the more I speak it, the better. But it was fun. Thank you very much.
thank you for being here.
Yeah. Okay. Bye bye, guys.
See ya.
See you tomorrow, same time.
Yeah, the same time you started this morning.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, Eden. Good night, guys, and thank you very much again.
Nico,
And
thank
good
you so
night,
much for casting.
everyone in chat.
Good night. Good night. Yeah, we're gonna review some
goodbye.
clips. We're gonna see if we can get Lefty in here as well. Dun dun dun.
Oh, is he in our Discord? We need to invite him if not.
I invited him. We'll see. We'll see. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna review some clips here, and this is actually the end of our second bracket, second qualifiers. We've got everybody. Does everybody who finished and who's in the finals know? I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
Did we put?
Well, okay. Ooh, we need to tell Gimme.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clips to review. And it looks like one of them is a ghost. 2 of them are lefties. We don't have any for Cheeky.
Yeah, clips were actually weird on this bracket because I think part of it was because like I couldn't clip things. Like I tried to, and it was just breaking on my end.
Okay. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll review the clips that we got. If they if we can get clips for the other stuff, great. If not, we already know the standings. So if clips are acting up, it is what it is. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pull up the first one, and this one is a lefty clip. Oh, I think lefty's about to get in here.
Awesome.
1 sec. We'll hold off on the clips then.
And now, again, thank you guys so much for the amazing generosity today. Really going to a fantastic cause. Really means a lot. It's going to go a long way.
Indeed. All right, I'll pull
We'll
lefty
have
in.
another full day of this tomorrow, too. All right, let's get Lefty in here.
Hello, sir.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear
We
you. I'm going
can.
to turn you up just a little bit, but
Lefty Jack. Oh, he's gone.
Lefty doesn't like us anymore. Lefty
Well,
just bailed out.
phenomenal,
I mean, that was the shortest interview we've had.
I know. Oh, I wonder if maybe he couldn't hear us.
Maybe.
It's possible.
We'll give him a little bit. Oh.
Man, a few words.
Hello.
Hello. 1 second. There's apparently my Wi-Fi went out.
Oh. Well, we got you now.
We keep bringing you in here.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Gee. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Because some reason I'm disconnecting. Anyway, that was a scuffed run. I was hoping to get a repeat of what I had last night going. I had a 2-hit run going to Wet Nurse, and then I just got a few hits on the all boss section, routing it before the last couple bosses. But yeah, the Shadows fight kind of got to me today.
No
I mean,
worries.
yeah, that happens.
Yeah, that was a scuffed attempt. The first fight went kind of well. Like, I had them almost down on the phase transition, and then I think I got ganked by a 2 sword swipes or something like that, and yeah, fireballed to death. After that, I was just trying to get past them quickly as possible and get other stuff done. Yeah,
That's the way
the
it
late
goes
hit.
sometimes.
Yeah, the late game stuff was me like trying to get through stuff as quickly as possible, and then.
And then we lost him.
And then sometimes the game just forces you out of the voice chat.
That's right. This is he's a man of few words. All right, I'll pull back in. All right.
Here I am again. I was saying if I went out. Thank you for having.
Thank you for having me. I'm out. Welcome back, Lefty. That was
Lefty, Thank you
perfect.
so much for being here, dude.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
I know it was kind of last minute getting you in here, but like it was an honor to have you. Thanks for hanging out with us. putting on a
Initially I
good
wasn't
show.
even going to be available today, so it kind of happened last minute that I would be.
Yeah, no worries. We were glad you were able to pop in, and we hope you had fun.
Definitely, yes.
It was fun to watch, man.
That's what part of the intention was. Hey, I'm going to screw up this run some point anyway, so hopefully it was just not going to go bad so early. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
All right, thank you.
of course, thank you.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your show.
No worries,
All
dude.
right. See you later, Lefty.
Have a good
Good
one.
luck on your
Thanks.
future runs.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
All right. So,
Guys, go follow Lefty. He's awesome.
Indeed. If you're not already following all of these runners and all the casters, make sure and do yourself a favor and do that. They absolutely deserve all the attention and recognition that they deserve. These are very, very difficult runs. And for us to be like, hey, you know what? You've got like a month to practice this, and we might throw in some challenges, or we might, change it up on you last minute is something that they do a very good job of handling very well.
There's a lot of pressure that goes into a tournament setting and mentality and practice and all that good stuff.
Yep. Indeed. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start pulling up some of these clips, and we will we'll go from there. We'll review them. Sorry, Ghost. We love you tremendously, but
Right
it's
as
clips
she's
time.
about to see Orphan. Oh my god.
Are we in? Is Ghost at Orphan?
Yeah, she's about to go into the Orphan fight. Do you guys want to watch the Orphan fight real quick?
Let's watch the Orphan fight.
At least I think she is. Yeah, she's going there right now. Oh my god.
I'm glad we saw that before I made a big fool of myself.
We couldn't pass up an opportunity to watch
What, the third Orphan fight?
to watch Ghost just completely wreck a shrimp wielding great one.
It may or may not be a shrimp. Thank you very much.
I'm curious if she's gonna cheese him. I think all of the other orphans we saw, I think we saw the cheese. Oh my gosh. The miracle of childbirth. Ghost does this amazing thing where she watches all the cutscenes and gets rid of like all overlay elements as well to just fully appreciate the cutscenes for what they are.
The only thing we're missing here is cinematic mode.
Yeah, right. Get like the letter boxes as well.
And then the only thing we're missing out on that everybody would absolutely love is the copious amounts of screaming.
Oh my gosh, is it even really like a proper orphan fight without all of the shrieks?
So Zero, do you remember the first time you fought this fight?
I do, yeah. I said my first playthrough earlier was on BL4, but I actually Ludwig made me give it up. Like I got to Ludwig and I was like, you know what? It's a little much for me right now. But I came back and I did a leveled run, and Orphan went well actually, like better than I would have expected. Again, this area is just like gorgeous in every way, and it's one of my most favorite just areas in Bloodborne. So it was a good time.
So I don't know how many times I've watched Ghost stream, but I've never noticed the little walking thing on top of the health bar.
I think that's relatively new. It's kind of hypnotizing to look at, to be honest with you.
I know, right? It's a little penguin. Oh, it's kind of a tribute to Colmer. Ah, very cool.
Oh, that's awesome. So it looks like she went for a partial cheese.
What kind of cheese was it? Was it brie?
Junkie, what have I told you about this? We need to have a meeting later where we can discuss your behavior. I'm contacting HR. Pixie, can you be HR? We gotta hire HR that I can complain to.
We're gonna hire HR that I complain to. Yes.
Sweet. Pixie, I need you to reprimand Junkie.
I should put on pants though. Wait. HR doesn't have pants on. This is awkward.
Okay, I may need to reconsider the job offer. Anyway, Orphan's done.
Anyway,
GG
moving on
Ghost.
to live. We are gonna watch our first clip of the stream, or not the stream.